What's happening, gang? It's episode 450 of Pass the Gravy podcast. Alex, Pat, and Bobby back again. We're Bobby dabbing it up to celebrate episode 450 here. You got to watch the video version. That's why you watch the video version and don't just listen. Although we do appreciate everyone that's listening. We got a pretty fun pod today for you guys. We're doing a mock draft of appliances that was submitted by one of the Gravy Gang on Twitter. We're going to get into some country music talk here in just a little bit, and then we're going to answer some questions, tell you what's not cool this week. But why don't we start off with the Precome segment? Any opening thoughts or questions or anything anybody would like to share or ask to kick things off on this 450th passing of the Gravy? Happy Gravy Day, by the way.
Yeah. Well, first of all, happy Gravy Day to both of you gentlemen and everyone listening.
And to you.
And to Weezy.
Weezy.
Not Emma though. She doesn't get one.
She's technically not in the room. So
I had teased this guys before the episode. So if you're watching the video episode, you'll see that me and Alex are both wearing banana shirts. And we asked Robert if he had one, and he said that he thinks he used to, but he threw it away. And it reminded me of this question. What's a little thing someone can do that automatically makes them a crazy person? I think throwing away a banana shirt qualifies. You're fucking crazy. Why would you get rid of a banana shirt?
I mean, technically I didn't throw it away. I donated it, but it's because the banana,
like better than me?
The banana graphic, it was peeling. And so it didn't look great anymore.
That makes the shirt
do.
even better. You have
a banana that's peeling. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you got, like, unless you were like, I outgrew the shirt, like the shirt was too small. That would have been the only acceptable excuse. But you didn't even use that. You like, but I was doing something cool. Like the shirt was even cooler and I didn't want it. I'm ashamed of you.
You're a crazy person.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really realize how much this would affect you.
But other than throwing away awesome t-shirts, what's one little thing that somebody could do that just automatically, like, you're fucking crazy?
Eat the banana sideways.
That's a good one.
These are all banana related things that make you think someone's crazy. Is that what you're
peel the banana whole and hold it in your hand like this and then eat it like that?
That would be a crazy person.
Yeah.
What if they barely open the top and then they ate the banana like Go-Gurt, where they just squeezed it out from the bottom of the ride?
Yeah, that'd be pretty weird. That'd be pretty psycho. Like, are you talking just in general, not
anything? It
doesn't have to be bananas.
It doesn't have to be just bananas.
Well, I just want to make sure.
I'm pretty sure it's all bananas.
Just wait until it gets as gross and like as many brown spots on the banana as possible, and then you're like, good, this is the way I like it. And you just eat the spots off the banana. That'd be crazy. Something that I immediately judge someone as crazy is if the font in their phone is some weird font. I think we've talked about this before on the podcast, but like, if I look at you and you have like the weird, like, italicized font with curly cues on all like the letters and numbers, I'm gonna be like, that's kind of a fucking psycho thing that you're doing right there. I don't like, why do you want to make it difficult to read?
Yeah, I got a buddy that does that, and you're right, he's fucking crazy. He's also one of the smartest people I know. But yeah,
psycho people are smart sometimes, you know,
right?
A lot of psychos are also smart.
He's getting like his master's or his doctorate or something now. I don't know. But yeah, dude, it's every time I would see his phone, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why?
When somebody sends you a screenshot and it's like a text message, like, what the fuck are you texting in like Portuguese? Oh no, that's English. It's just cursive. At least why do you read in cursive all day?
He had it in college. Now that we're in our 30s, I would hope that he got rid of that.
There's people on Instagram that like post like that, and you're just like, what the fuck kind of font is this, man? Oh,
another one. If you write like Cam Newton, you're crazy.
Well, Cam Newton was another. Yeah, he was one of the people I was thinking of right there. It's not really psycho, I guess. But what were you gonna say? I had some other
people that don't let their dogs in the bed or on the furniture. You're crazy. Why have the dog if you're not going to cuddle him?
Right. it's a dog. What's it gonna do? Just like I understand if you're like on a farm and your dog lives outside most of the time, then maybe like that's weird. But still, like I'd be like, I don't care. I'll just wash the sheets.
Yeah, okay, cuddle the puppers.
Yeah, it makes no sense. People that don't want like Robert, like when Robert doesn't want to pet the dog, and Pat's like the very first time you met Wheezy, Robert was like, "Hey," and like patted her on the head. If you're watching the video, he literally just like the definition of patting,
open palm,
open it. Yeah, just pat, tap, tap, tap. Hey there, sport. And Pat's like on his back, like, oh, get over here. Hi, how are you? With Wheezy like on top of him, like very different meetings between the two of them. Although Wheezy is obsessed with Robert. She doesn't not like Pat, but like Robert, she's just like, he's the one that got away.
Yeah, my love is easy to attain. She doesn't respect me. She respects Robert.
She's like, I love Pat. I know Pat loves me, but does Robert love me?
Yeah, she's playing hard to get.
Does he love me? Yeah, clearly it's working though, because she's obsessed.
Robert's very withholding.
Time she sees you. Yeah, very much so. That is some psycho stuff. What other ones did you have?
I also had if you could get a one-time pass, what crime would you commit?
Speeding.
Jaywalking. No, I don't know. Like I feel like murder would be like, you got a hall pass? You get doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I mean, obviously that's the first one that popped into my head, but I'm like,
it's fucked up. I wouldn't really do it, but it's like you kind of wonder.
You
right?
just said
like
you
on
would.
all the shows you see, all the shows you see, you have to think of somebody like, what's it like to kill somebody? Like I would regret it the second it happened, and it would never be able to like leave me, and it would haunt me forever.
So I think this is like one of those bad things. This is one of those things where you could find out if a person's a psycho if they're thinking, I wonder what it'd be like to kill someone.
I mean, I thought
everybody thinks that.
What one would you actually do though? Like, yeah, murder is a funny answer, but
if you could get away with it, like some sort of heist where I got away with a large sum of money.
See, that's
insider
what
trading.
That I was
actually
thinking about
a lot of people get away with that every day.
In my head, I wasn't sure. Yeah, right. I wasn't sure if like you got to keep like they caught you and you have to give the money back, but like you get away with it.
You don't get in trouble for
jail
it.
Time. Yeah. So I was thinking,
if you didn't get in trouble for it, but you didn't have to give the money back, obviously that would be the one. But then it'd be cool to be like, I stole from like the Louvre. I stole the Mona Lisa. Like to be like that guy. If I could really steal a Declaration of Independence, I would totally do it.
I walked into Fort Knox and just cleaned out the place.
Yeah.
But then that would hurt our country. Yeah. But I think legitimately what I think I'd do, it'd be assault. Like I would find someone that I really dislike and just beat the dog shit out of them in front of a police station.
Run into them with a car.
Well, see, now you're back to murder. Now you're back to murder.
No, but you don't kill them. Just to send a message.
I think it would be more satisfying to use my fist on someone that I hate.
Or like, would you go Sopranos style, like baseball bat?
I'd probably go fist.
You're gonna want those shins later.
But here's the problem: like, if I'm really enjoying beating the shit out of him, what if I get carried away and then just like strangle him and kill him?
But see, that's murder.
But then I still get away with it.
Then it just changes what you were doing.
Yeah, but I think that's legit. I would take someone I don't like, or maybe I'd be like, you have your card for your one pass, and like you're just having a bad day at work, and somebody asks you a stupid question, you just turn and wham, just rock somebody right in the face. Like some customers being a dickhead. Like, I wanted this medium rare plus, and it's actually medium plus. You just punch them right in the fucking mouth. Get the fuck out of here,
Robert. What would you do besides speeding? You can get away with it. No repercussions.
Trespassing.
Where are you going is the question. With
this. Where
you're trespassing outside of somebody's window. This is problematic.
I go to Minute Maid Park.
We don't condone that.
They just walk around when nobody's there.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to try and trespass in the Astrodome and relive the good old days.
No, he wants to feel the grass.
Smell the asbestos.
He
doesn't want asbestos poisoning. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Have you ever taken a tour of Minute Maid where it was like I mean, obviously not by yourself, but not during a game?
Guided tours? No, I have not.
I went for a field trip in high school, and then one of my friends, when he got married, like the day of, that was like his you're in the wedding gift, like to everybody. He's like, well, we're gonna go to a Minute Maid, which is cool. And like you didn't like walk on the field or anything like that. So I guess that would be cooler, the trespassing part. But it was cool just being like, oh, hey guys, there's like 20 people maybe in this stadium, and we're the majority of them.
Yeah, I've never done Minute Maid, but I've done Fenway twice.
If I ever was like a billionaire owner of a team, I would totally do what that judge did. That was it, Hoffines at the Astrodome. He just had like an apartment there, like so he could just live. Yeah, I absolutely want to live here at this stadium that I built, like with my money. Assuming it's not taxpayer funded.
Yeah,
but I'd be the big guy that was like, you know what, I got this, guys. I got this. I will also be living here though.
Yeah, like if I had
my penthouse.
If you've got just absolute fuck you owner like money, like to where you're never going to run out. You don't have to worry about being a small market team because you get so much money you can spend on anyone. Like if Steve Cohen, $9 billion, fuck having Citi Field. It would be Dion Field or Dion Stadium. Like I'm putting my name on this bitch because I've got so much money. I don't need the corporate sponsorship. Because who still has that? You got Wrigley and Fenway. Everyone else is like, I mean, fuck, the Staples Center just changed names to, what was it, Crypto Center?
The Crypto.com Arena.
It's such a dumb name. But like, I mean, it's free money.
Owners should have to live there. If you own the team, you should have to live in the stadium they play.
I don't know how many owners, like Cuban would do it. I don't know who else would, though.
Well, like, that's who I want to own the team. I want people to care. Show us you care. And I also would like to, like, if I owned a team, I would install, like, from my living quarters to my suite, I would install some sort of slide and or pole. Just like, it would probably be some sort of slide, just because it'd be like, all right, well, I'm going to go check out the start of the game. It's about to start. Whoop, and just slide all the way down to your suite. And you're like, what's up, guys? How's it going?
No, you know what I would do? Hidden passageway, like maybe even stairs or just an elevator, but like you got to go behind a bookcase or something. And when you get down to the suite,
it's a beer tap. It's a beer tap and a concession stand, but you pull that, and instead of it pouring beer, it just opens up a little door, and you're like, oh, okay, let me go.
Well, no, yeah, but and then also there's a secret door in the suite too, so you can just like slide in, and people don't even realize you're just suddenly standing there behind them. Really,
that's where the slide goes to. That's where the slide goes to.
And then you use your one pass, and you sneak up behind your enemy that's in the suite, and you tap on the shoulder, and then wham!
When you invited him as a ploy, yeah.
The old switcheroo.
Perfect. Like, I would totally live at MetLife Stadium if I could. I'd live at Minute Maid. Minute Maid's a tight place.
Yeah.
Just play Xbox on the Jumbotron. That'd be sick.
That would be tight. It's almost
just really big, what we're really talking about is like Baker Mayfield, the Baker Mayfield commercials, but we just thought of the Baker Mayfield commercials on our own. That was the logic of how they came up with those commercials, except we did it with owners where it was like, it'd be a good commercial idea. What if the players lived in the stadium as their home?
Think about how
we get Baker Mayfield to do it.
Yeah, access to.
But those insurance. It's an insurance commercial, right? I don't know. I think it's Progressive, right? I'm not sure. But the Baker Mayfield commercial is like, you would think they'd be annoying by now, but it's always funny to me. It's like the password is 6. And it's just his jersey number. The kid's like, it's 6. Like, don't yell it. Don't yell it. And he's got the big thing of keys with all the trash from the game and stuff like that. Like, that's hilarious. That'd be really funny if like that was like your actual like day-to-day, like, shit. I gotta walk all the way down this concourse, get in an elevator, go all the way down, and then throw the trash out. Like, I think valet trash is a pain in the ass now, but if I lived at Minute Maid, I think it was awesome.
Well, I mean, there's so many trash cans everywhere at Minute Maid. Like, that's the convenience of living in the stadium. Every 30 feet, there's another trash can. There's another bathroom. I'm thirsty, but the lemonade stand is, 40 feet that way, but 20 feet in front of me, there's slushies. Like, you got everything. Hot dogs all the time.
So if any stadiums are listening that just want us to go live there for a little bit, The Space Cowboys, like, let's just go chill out at Constellation Field.
I would do that too.
Let the Pass the Gravy gang. We'll do a live podcast that night. We'll record a podcast that night. We'll just have a Pass the Gravy slumber party.
I just had a brilliant idea.
The team formerly known as the Skeeters, hit us up. Somebody tag them at SL Space Cowboys. Let them know.
We can do some sort of deal. Like, remember when Major League Baseball had that store on Times Square and they would pay, I think it was baseball, and they paid like multiple people to just live there for an entire year and watch every single game? What if I lived inside Constellation Field for an entire year? Like, I wasn't allowed to leave, but like they gave me a salary for doing it and we like streamed it. And like, dude, I'd be electric at minor league games if you paid me to be part of the team. Are you kidding me?
Right?
Yesterday, I was talking about how in college I got TCU's third baseman to give me the finger mid-game.
They always have like, oh, this is the squirrel that ran across the field, and now it's the rally squirrel, and we love it, and it's our beloved rally squirrel we have. Or they're like, somebody did a praying mantis a couple years back. Like, we found this in the dugout. That's crazy. Now it's our good luck charm. Like, you would just be that. But instead of being a cute animal, it's like Pat just lives here.
Rally Pat.
We found Rally Pat.
We need a rally. All of a sudden, I just like rip my shirt off and go sprinting around the stadium.
That would be really fun. When baseball, like, we need to go to a Space Cowboys game and then just be, oh shit, it's the Rally Pat. It's the Rally Pat. And everyone's like, what the fuck are they talking about? This is Pat. It's rally time.
I'm 100% here.
This rallies.
I'm 100% in. That sounds awesome.
They wheel you out in some sort of like cage though, because you want to be like the animal, like the squirrel that they had.
I'm just like rocking it, like
you don't want me. You don't want a piece of this.
I'm just shaking the cage all game, and then all of a sudden, when you rally, somebody opens the door, and I just go tearing around the stadium.
Rally Pat, just like when Orbit like takes his shirt off, that's just you.
Like, there's the mascot and run around for everyone to have fun with. But I'm for the rallies. What's the mascot's name again?
The mascot is for the hugs. You are not so much for hugging the children. You are more for rallying the troops. Rallying the troops, getting the boys ready for some comebacks and ready to get like hitting dingers, you know?
Oh, yeah, dude. Plus, I've never been to Constellation Field, so I really want to go.
It's pretty cool. But you could also come out in like the Hannibal Lecter mask.
If I'm gonna be running, I'm already.
But they wheel you out on like a dolly, like you're on a dolly, and they've like bungee corded you down. So you're like, oh, let me out, and you already get the thing over your mouth, and then they're like, all right, let him go, and you put the smoke machine on in the dugout, and then Rally Pat, he's free.
The more I think about this, though, the more I'm like, dude, if I'm shaking and sprinting, I'm gonna shit my pants at the game, and then we're just gonna have another Alex situation.
A situation.
Situation.
I'm saying it probably wouldn't work with like a major league team. A minor league team might be down for this shit. So,
dude, minor league teams,
Space Cowboys. I don't typically root for teams named the Cowboys, but we could work something out if we can have Rally Pat be a thing. Hit us up. I would also like to throw a first pitch. I would like to throw a first pitch and beat Conor McGregor's for the worst first pitch ever. Like, I will throw the worst first pitch. It will go so viral. You're like, what the hell is this guy thinking? I will throw it into the outfield.
Just punt it.
Just throw it straight up. Just straight. I got away from me.
Just go lefty on it. See what happens.
Throw it straight up. Let it come back down. Hit me. Act like I got knocked out by it. That'll go viral.
I don't think you'll be that accurate.
I'll practice a lot at just that part.
All right.
All great ideas. Let me keep going with some more great ideas. Actually, these are ideas that I feel like somebody else should probably have. Like, let's be honest, real talk. We don't like to talk about politics here on the show, but Toby Keith already has like a Russia-Ukraine song ready to go, right?
Definitely.
Like, he's been sitting on one, just waiting for the perfect time to release it.
Yeah. Well, I think he just has a song in the chamber for the next time America goes to war. And he was like, well, I can just change a couple words here.
It's like a Mad Libs type situation.
Yeah.
Well, actually, funny that you mentioned that, because I found a country music song generator. And I was like, you know what? I don't have access to our boy Toby yet. I would love to have him on the pod. We're huge Toby Keith fans. We love putting boots up communists and terrorist asses. We big fans of that. But I was like, you know what? Let's figure out probably what Toby Keith's songs would sound like. So I found a country music generator. It was very similar to Mad Libs. The words that I submitted were things like Russia, Ukraine, freedom, America, commies, communism. That's for a color. I said red, Russia, right? So it spit out an entire song that I then wrote down with a couple of tweaks, but I would say this is about a 90% a auto-generated song. It was not a Toby Keith auto-generator, just a country music auto-generator, but this is about as spot on for a Toby Keith song as it could be. And there's some hiccups in there because it got a little Mad Libby, but the name of the song, like I didn't come up with the name of the song. The name of the song is Always Stay American, America. Like, can you not see that being the album? Like, that's a Toby Keith album right there.
It's like a Toby Keith and Will Ferrell mashup.
And like an audio biography.
Like if Toby Keith and
Autobiography.
Ron Burgundy wrote a song together, that would be the title of it.
Always Stay America. American, America. All right. So you want to hear some lyrics? Now, I'm not going to sing the whole thing, but pretty stoked about this, guys. Again, 90% of this is computer generated. The rest of it I had to tweak when it didn't make sense. But it says, I grew up in the US of A, but I couldn't catch the eye of no city girl. Here I am, devoted to America. How I love the way you look in those blue jeans. I'll never let the Ruskies cloud my eyes. Where the evil commies stand and the unpatriotic murderers surround, I'll ride my free truck with you by my side.
None of this is rhymed yet, by the way.
Well, this is where he talks, you know. Toby Keith kind of talks sometimes. It doesn't have to. It's about the song, okay? Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up. There's a whisper in that Ukrainian breeze, reminding me of freedom. That whisper builds, that whisper cries, freedom in the morning skies. The city folk and their fancy gadgets cement commies like gray tombs. They don't have nothing on our way of life. Just listen to the bombing. I think bombing was another ad-lib word that I threw in there, but this is our chorus. All right. You ready for it? For it? If you live your life like Putin, then it's time for us to start shooting. And that ain't no way to live a life. It's America first, and every other place is the worst. That's
But you just said
chorus.
But he just said Ukraine is the worst then as well.
Look, it doesn't have to make sense, okay? It's an auto generator. It gets you feeling patriotic, Pat. America first. Every other place is the worst.
I mean, duh.
All right, so that's just the first verse. Now we're second verse. You know, there's a lot I drive by in my free truck. Folks who are messing up. Always stay American, America. Always stay American. When I was a child, I met an old man. How can you be so American? I asked. And here was his reply. If you live your life like Putin, it's time for us to start shooting. And that ain't no way to live life. It's America first, and every other place is the worst. I met an old lady who liked Putin, or who lived like Putin, said my old man friend. What happened to her? Asked I, and this was his reply. If you live your life like Putin, and it's time for us to start shooting. And that ain't no way to live a life, because it's America first, and every other place is the worst. And then, final verse is, that lady's gone now, and that ain't all that sad, though I'll miss her angry rhetoric and her wavy hair she had. Rhetoric, classic country music song word, right?
Oh, yeah.
Little America, keep your jeans blue. Always stay America. Always stay American, America. And always stay true. What a fucking... Hey, tell me I didn't just sign up tons of men and women to support our country right now. They're probably heading to their army recruitment centers right now to fight for freedom.
I can't tell if you're still doing the accent on purpose.
I don't know either. I'm lost in the Toby. I'm lost in the Toby, honestly.
Oh, lost in the Toby. I love it.
Lost in the Toby.
That to be shirts.
Sometimes I just talk like Toby Keith. I can't stop.
It's a red, white, and blue shirt with fireworks just all over it, and just his silhouette. Wearing a cowboy hat.
See, it's easy.
Wearing a cowboy hat, and the shirt just says "Lost in the Toby."
And that ain't no way to live a life.
Oh man.
Like I was a little bit upset, and so like some of the stuff I thought about like adding in that I didn't add in was like putting up with Putin or putting a boot in Putin's ass. Like that would be a Toby Keith lyric too. And the real red, white, and blue would be another great name for the song too. But I mean, obviously the lyrics weren't there because of the auto generator. But still, I mean, I know you love country music, and I'm not shitting on country music. But that was like 90% written by the computer, and that probably could be a Toby Keith song.
That could definitely get on the radio in Nashville.
Yeah. So if
you just
put like to license this song, I would love to sell it to you. You can be the star. I just get writer credit.
Get Walker Hayes or whoever the racist is that just won the award like 2 nights ago. I can't remember his fucking name.
Jimmy Joe Charlie.
No,
it sounds like a country singer.
No, it's the one with the mullet. Morgan Wallen. That's it. Get him or Walker Hayes. They're both pieces of shit. I'm sure they'd do it.
Or just sell it to Toby.
No, I think Toby.
Let him know.
Toby likes to write his own propaganda.
Boy, he probably has his own stuff written. What was the 9/11 one? Was it Alan Jackson did that one?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll sell it to Alan Jackson. Maybe. I mean, this was written with Toby Keith in mind, though, so I feel like we gotta sell to Toby.
It's like School of Rock. Like, yeah, he could have said no, but that role was written for Jack Black.
Yeah, this was Toby's song. If he would like, I would just like a writer's credit and backstage passes to all of the shows he goes on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll have to punch up the lyrics just a little bit so he can get a writer's credit on there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm cool. Yeah. I'm willing to to work around it, but you live your life like Putin. You know what happens then? Time to start shooting.
So now what I'm gonna have to do is like write a hippie rock song called like Ukraine in Pain or something.
Yeah. It's like an emo version from the point of view of Ukraine, but it's like get it.
No, like Bob Dylan style. Like that's what I'm picturing in my head. Ukraine isn't. I can't do it.
Ukraine is bad. Watch out for the Russians.
No.
They're putting a hurting on us.
It's a pretty good Dylan. I mean, it's not, but it is.
It's not, yeah. But you get what I'm going for.
We should get a harmonica in the background. Like I can picture the song in my head. I just don't have any lyrics. Maybe I'll have to work on that for next week.
We should really just get into the patriotic song writing business. I think we have a future there, and really we just use this auto generator thing. Robert cut that part out, but like it does all the work for us. We just tweak it a little bit.
We'll just go to Nashville. They'll buy any piece of shit. The rule for Nashville is you can't be good.
I don't know. That was a masterclass at songwriting right there, I think. America first, baby. Every other place is the worst.
Actually, we don't have to go to Nashville. We got 2 country music stations here in Houston that play terrible music, so we can fucking just go right to them.
They definitely don't cover the rodeo as well as the Rod Ryan Show. I'll tell you that much.
No, they do not.
People are saying that.
No, they do not.
People are saying that.
Everybody's saying it.
The People's Rodeo Station.
Yeah.
Barrel racing. Where are you going to get your barrel racing coverage? The Rod Ryan Show. 945 The Buzz.
More like the bullshit. Are they even still the Bull? I don't fucking know.
I think they are. Yes. All right. Anyway, so yeah, that was Toby Keith definitely probably has something already in the chamber ready to go. But if he doesn't, we've got some stuff to help him with. So patriotic songwriting. Anybody needs help, hit us up. What else did I have? Oh, I wrote this down the other. Boxing gloves. Boxing gloves are really just mittens. They're not gloves. They don't have the finger parts.
It's true. That being said, though, I mean, baseball gloves, they're called mitts, but they have fingers. But maybe that's why they're also called gloves. So scratch what I just said.
But they're like fingerless gloves too, because a lot of times you would stick your like at least first finger out of the.
You know, I would try that from time to time. I had a glove that could do that.
What is that called?
I didn't like it.
The hole? Did you just call it out of the hole? Like, does it have a name?
It's a finger hole.
Yeah, the finger hole. Okay.
It's good practice.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're definitely mittens.
Okay, good.
I mean, you could picture
they're always called boxing gloves though, and it's like
picture in like 1905, like Jack Johnson being like, "Get my mittens, I'm ready for a tumble."
Hand me the old mittens, boys. I gotta beat up this Ruski for my country.
No, actually, back then it was the Germans.
Well, they also didn't like the Ruskies, I bet. This is during. I'm talking Cold War, pre-Cold War.
I said
they could sense the Cold War happening. I want to be as good as a Cinderella Man.
I mean, there was 2 world wars against the Germans before that, so
wasn't Russia in one of them?
I mean, they were our allies, like not really, but they were. But we were on the same side, more like an enemy of my enemy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we didn't like the Russians. We knew what was coming down the
line.
But like, you know,
that was where "Don't Ask, Don't Tell" comes from. Like, don't tell me that you're Russian and that you don't really like us.
Yeah, that's definitely where it comes from.
That was what "Don't Ask, Don't Tell" is. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was what it was.
Yeah. History.
You're learning history. You learned that on this podcast. Okay. People always say soccer is the most popular sport in the world. I'm a big soccer guy. You guys know that about me. But swimming is definitely the most popular sport in the world because everybody that is alive now or has been at some point in time was the best swimmer at some point in time. And it may have just been as a sperm, but everybody has swam at some point in their life.
Yeah, when I was reading this, I was like, no, dude, there's a lot of people that go their whole life without access to swim. And then I got to the end when you said sperm, and I was like, God damn it, that's flawless logic.
We're all winners, too. Don't ever think of yourself as a loser because you at some point were a winner. Unless you're twins.
Well,
unless you're a twin, and then only if you were the first twin.
I can argue this, though. I can, because popularity has to assume that people like it. Doesn't necessarily mean anyone likes swimming. It's a very small aspect that
popularity means people have done it.
No. Because I remember there was a kid in high school that came up to me, or maybe it was junior high. He was like, "Hey, I'm the most popular kid in school." I was like, "No." He's like, "Everybody knows me." I was like, "That doesn't make you popular. They have to like you for popularity. Just because they know your name doesn't make you popular," which was a dick thing to say. But
I disagree. I think popularity comes from like notoriety.
No, popularity, there's a positive aspect that has to go into popularity. There, you can't like you wouldn't say Hitler's popular.
He was though in like a bad way.
But
it's like he was worldwide. Man of the year. He was Times Man of the Year. He was so popular. He was Times Man of the Year.
Yeah, that was like 1939 though. That was before everyone found out about the fucked up shit. That's what I'm saying. Like nobody would say. Okay,
I think nobody knew.
Okay, here's another one. Kim Jong-un. Would you say he's popular? He's known worldwide.
No, notorious. He's notorious.
Notorious and popular are two very different things.
But they're basically the same thing.
But they're not. They're two sides.
But they mean the same thing.
They don't. Robert, you gotta break the tie here on this.
If no, let me put it this way. In saying that swimming is the most popular thing because the most people have done it. Like if you were saying what is the most popular gym? Is it 24-hour fitness? Or is it Planet Fitness? And you're like, well, more people have been to Planet Fitness. More people go to Planet Fitness. That would make it the more popular thing. That means more people have done it.
Like it.
More people have done it. More people go there. Makes it a more popular gym.
Just because people have done it doesn't make it popular.
Popular is short for populated. So that means people go there. People do that. People do swim. Every single person swims. Every gay man at one point in their life has been inside of a vagina. You think vaginas are popular among gay men? No, they're not. Among gay women.
That's not what we're talking about in this scenario, though. Just because people have done it doesn't make it popular. Robert, you got to break this tie on us, and then we can rule on swimming.
Everybody has swam. That makes it more popular than anything else. Swimming is the most popular sport.
Does there have to be like a liking aspect in popularity, or is it just participation?
I think I'm with Pat on this one.
Men of logic.
Mm-hmm.
So then, unfortunately, it does default back to soccer being the most popular
swimming
sport.
Is the most popular sport. Okay.
No.
The most popular sport.
I like
Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong.
I like how over time, like at the beginning, like first year and a half, 2 years, I'd say Robert like me never agreed, and now we agree like 95% of the time.
I was just trying to hate on me. That's really what it is. But you guys are wrong.
We're secretly best friends.
What else did I have? Remember when like commercials on TV were for CDs?
Right.
Like,
that was a great time.
Now that's what I call music. And it's like, that's also just a playlist now.
Or you're just not paying attention and it goes to commercial and you hear sail away.
And yeah. And then
dude, the big old romance CDs where it's basically just Michael Bolton and some other dudes.
Mm-hmm. And it would just they'd have like the song list would just be scrolling down on the screen, and then it'd be like, and Michael Bublé is like, I'm Michael Bublé, la 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 la, and it's like whatever the song was, it was like lit up yellow as it was scrolling down.
And the scene in the background was always like, so it was orange tinted because it was like sunset. They're on a beach, and it's a guy and a woman like embracing each other. Usually the guy had long hair, like it was old romance novel feels.
Mm-hmm.
But that was always the background for those CDs.
Well, and then like the Enya ones, it was like the sounds of the forest. And you're like, who the fuck is sitting on their couch like, you know what? I do want some relaxing sounds of the forest. I'm gonna get that. Not necessarily like the sounds of a waterfall. Set. This is just with just 12 payments of $18.99, this could be yours. And that was like we were saying with the infomercials. We're like, and call now, and we'll even throw in a free Trapper Keeper. Like,
Three easy payments of $24.95. Like, okay, so it's $75.
Yeah.
And why do I have to pay in 3 payments?
And I get like, oh well, we didn't have Spotify back then. I understand that, but it's crazy to think of like if you bought the now, that's what I call music CDs. You just like, well, I really only bought it because I like these are the popular songs right now. You might like 2 of them.
The worst for parents must have been Kids Bop. Do you have children? Do they like shittier versions of songs that you grew up loving?
I always felt like Kids Bop wasn't ever the kids' choice. Kids Bop was because the parents were like, no, you're not listening to Blink 182. You're not listening to that Blink 182. You're listening to Kids Bop. And like, work stinks. I know. They're like, that's way better. You're right. We need a choir of kids to sing these pop songs instead of the actual people that sing them.
Dude, that was a wild time selling shit on TV. Like, oh, and also
they had the box sets of shows like, hey, and you can get not Betty Boop, Shirley Temple, the box set of Shirley Temple, and then she does the animal crackers and my soups, and it was like the like black and white like, and you can own all of these, and it's like the big ass fucking 34 VHS or DVDs. You're like, what the fuck who wants to watch all of that? But it was basically just like buying the box set of The Office now. You're like, no, I would just fucking go to Peacock and just stream it.
And the best was those were until about 11 o'clock. And then once it turned 11:01, the infomercial, you hear
Girls
those bongos.
Gone wild.
Those fucking like little bongo drums or whatever. We went to the real colleges to get the hottest girls.
All the hottest co-eds. You won't believe what these girls will do when we gave them a ton of tequila and cocaine.
The earliest days of fucking the internet were so goddamn wild. Like porn wasn't really super accessible on there. You had to like wait and download.
That was like E. I would go on like E, and Howard Stern would have chicks that were topless, and they like blurred it out. But you're like, I bet I know what's under that blur.
Oh yeah,
boobs. It's boobs.
The Stern show on TV was
and tell
crucial
me,
for men of our age.
Do you fuck your husband a lot? You and your husband, you fuck him a lot? And it's like he would just act like that. All right, so we have Kelly Rowland on on the show today. Kelly, you and your husband, you fucking a lot? Is he fucking you in the ass? Is he fucking you real good? And you're like, what a fucking direct question to just ask right off the bat.
Carmen, go sit on that Sibian. And then Howard would just sit there going, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
And
that's
Robert,
hot.
like, oh my God, we're going to get a cleanup crew here.
Robert, you never watched the Howard Stern show, did you?
I did not.
It was looking back, the sounds that Howard Stern would make while these girls were done was just the creepiest.
Hey now.
But it was Howard Stern, so he would, oh yeah, like he would say, oh yeah.
He always had those like black rounded glasses on, so and like it was like dimly lit in the studio there.
And then Artie Lang just coming out of nowhere, like, oh yeah, smell her finger. He just throws in the most over the top.
I'd smell that finger.
Oh my God.
And
dude,
you were like,
early 2000s TV.
When I get to be an adult, there's just
amazing.
Pussy everywhere, dude. And it's like, actually, no, the real world is not at all like that, dude.
No, Howard Stern and Wild On with Brooke Burke gave me unreal expectations.
Yeah, he was nuts back then. But it's funny though that like Howard Stern is like such like a crusader for like I'm glad like people should change over time. I'm not shitting on him like that, but it's like now he's like big cancel culture type dude. So it's like you were the guy. You were that
he is.
Guy, he's just like
I don't pay attention to Stern at all anymore.
He's very gets very mad at things. That's what I'll say. I mean, that's just offensive. It's like, okay, dude.
Would you say he's gotten very stern?
You might say that.
Nailed it. All right, I'm done for the day. I'm not gonna do any better than that later, guys.
But Robert, you should just go to like YouTube, like Howard Stern E, and it was just like he'd just like he'd have some porn star out. He's like, all right. Now you want to take your shirt off? Like she would just strip, and so then she just sits on the couch. Like I would never want to sit on that couch if I was a guest there because it had just naked people on it all the time, and you would just sit there as a kid, you're like, oh, cool. Like you're like masturbating to her. They'd be like, oh, that's a naked lady on my TV, and it was blurred out. But you're like, oh, tight.
Yeah, like boobs. Kids these days don't know the
and now you would just be
struggles
like
that we had.
Tits
you had to
on your
jack
phone
off to censored TV.
Or AOL when it was like
the images loading like, top to bottom.
Yeah, it'd take like 2 minutes for the picture to come through.
Yeah, for a
come
picture.
On, I want to see the tits.
Now, can you imagine like trying to like you have a video that won't load after 8 seconds? You abandon it. We used to have to wait for pictures for minutes at a time.
Yeah. People say that we, the millennials, had it easy. No, we didn't. Not always.
We're the smartest generation because we know the struggle of pre-internet and post-internet.
Yeah. So,
wild times.
Yeah, maybe walk a mile in our shoes, Robert. Just watch some censored porn on TV. And then watch Brooke Burke show you like, they would just be like, all right, Brooke, we got a great idea. It's like a travel show. We're just going to put you in a really skimpy bikini. You can go to Cancun and Belize and the Maldives and just every beach ever and just hang out. But we need a bunch of shots of you in a bikini. And she's like, all right. Done.
It's a great show.
Yeah, it was awesome. R.I.P. And then like the soup would come on and you're like, fuck this, I'm out.
I like the soup.
Yeah, but that wasn't what I was there for.
Laugh.
That wasn't what I was there for.
I was already done with what I was trying to do by the time the soup came on. So then I could laugh.
All right. Robert, did you have anything for the Precome segment?
No, not this week. I think you guys did a really good job.
That 45-minute segment went real well.
Well, who cares? All right. I think we learned a lot today. All right.
Oh yeah, we're fucking buzzing, bud.
About music, history,
rally pat
ourselves. Yeah. Let's move on to the Comeback Kid segment of the week where we tell you guys what's back in the news, according to us at least. It's brought to you by our good friends at Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the world. They just celebrated their 14th anniversary this past weekend. Congratulations to Southern Star. You did it, guys. You did it. Make sure
you're now old enough to have it.
Not even. In dog years, they would be.
Well, and 14, you're old enough to have a beer with your old man.
In Mexico.
I mean, in Texas, as long as you're with your parent, there's no fucking age.
Yeah, but you don't want to be like that guy. It's fine. My son drinks beer. I don't care if he's 13.
I'm raising an American who's going to fight alongside
he's an
Toby
American
Keith.
citizen.
Okay, I fucking derailed that. But
Southern Star Brewing Company, don't forget to mark your calendars for Saturday, April 16th. We have the beer release party for Darlin' Like a Marlin 2, Electric Boogaloo, Pass the Gravy's second beer from Southern Star Brewing Company. If you like Darlin' Like a Marlin, you're going to love Darlin' Like a Marlin 2, Electric Boogaloo. It is a mango sour this time. We're going to have a live podcast. We have a Ramones cover band that's going to be playing there too. Yeah. Hey ho, let's fucking go, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. A Ramones cover band, live podcast, and an awesome beer release. The best brewery in the state, in the world, Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Very excited about that one. But yeah, April 16th, do not forget to make sure you're up there. We're going live. That'll be Saturday afternoon. We're doing all of that, and that'll be a bunch of fun. And yeah, there's something for everybody though at Southern Star. I saw the Mama Rosa Gosa making its comeback right now. I saw they were canning some of that today. You have the Bombshell Vit, right? Or you were drinking some of the Bombshell Vit.
I was.
Shout out to our friend Tessa out in Austin. She hit me up. She had got some Bombshell Wit. I have still not been able to find it by the place that I go to. So I got to just make a trip on up to Southern Star and get some there. But yeah, the best beer in the entire world. If you're drinking a Southern Star and you're listening to Pass the Gravy podcast, take a picture, let them know you're drinking the official brew of Pass the Gravy podcast. Take a picture, tag them at Southern Star BC, at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Twitter and Instagram. We are at Pass the Gravy Pod. Let them know you're supporting the people, supporting the podcast. Southern Star Brewing Company, the best beer in the entire world. Head on up to the brewery. Just head on up 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. Tell them you're part of the Gravy Gang. There's a big Pass the Gravy flag. They're like, oh, you're Gravy Gang? Come on in, you son of a bitch. Why didn't you say so? They'll take good care of you, your family there when you're part of the Gravy Gang.
Go this Saturday. Beer and Brewery Collectible Show from 12 to 4. Free admission. Just go get yourself some beer. Find some cool shit.
Crawfish on Sundays there. D's cooking the best crawfish ever. Some of the best crawfish ever.
Thursday, St. Patrick's Day themed trivia. So
yeah, there's something for everybody up there.
I'm sure they'll have green beer,
guys. Oh, I bet they will, buddy. I bet they will. They will. At Southern Star BC, at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Twitter and Instagram. Let them know you heard about them on Pass the Gravy podcast. Southern Star Brewing Company, the official beer sponsor of Pass the Gravy podcast.
It's the comeback kid. The comeback kid of the week. The comeback kid of the week. Bitch.
All right, let's start things off with our first comeback kid, and that's posting pictures about gas prices / talking about gas prices. Because guys, did you know the gas prices went up? I don't know if you knew that.
Man, it's hot in the streets right now.
How crazy is it? The gas. Who'd have thought?
I got sympathy for my coworkers.
I just got approved for a loan. I'm gonna get a tank of gas.
I saw one the other day.
The gas prices are higher than Snoop Dogg.
Gas prices have gotten higher than what they thought the post-apocalypse would be in I Am Legend. And it was like somewhere. Oh no, they had a picture, like you said, posted the picture of I Am Legend where it was like 648, and wherever they took the picture was 663. I was like, Jesus. My coworkers gave me no sympathy. I told them, I was like, I can't believe it took my tiny Ford Fiesta that I'm driving $44 to fill up, and they're all like, "Yeah, we drive trucks. Go fuck yourself." And I was like, yeah, you just have a bigger gas tank. That's all it is.
Yeah, you don't have to fill up as much. Actually, you probably do, but still. Sorry, I don't know. I didn't tell you to buy that car.
Yeah, it's like, God, I want some sympathy too, but I drive the smallest car in America.
It's just like, it's when it gets cold in Texas or when it gets really hot in the summer, it's just turned into the take a picture of your dash cam or of your dash like thermometer and be like, guys, look out, it is so hot outside. It's like, yeah, we know, everybody, we get it. It's talking about the weather right now. It's the gas price. I'm not saying that it's justified. I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying that it's not stupid that gas prices are high right now, but it's like, we get it, dude. The joke you're about to say about gas prices, Somebody's already said it. Don't worry. It's already been said. They've been the memes for the gas price things where there were like 15 of them. There were definitely more than that. They were the same 15 just recycled through over and over. He's like, all right, man. We get it. We get it. And it's like when your dad's friend that you only kind of know because they stayed over at your house one time when you were like in high school and you're like, well, I guess we're friends on Facebook now. Okay. When they're doing those memes, you're like, all right, too far.
I will say that, well, I mean, on Facebook, it's one meme. It's one meme on Facebook, and it's one that I will admit makes me laugh every time. The Biden sticker of, I did this, and they put it pointing at the gas price. It's funny to me. It's a played out joke.
It's very played out. Very played out.
I saw a story where some gas station owner in like Alabama or Georgia said he has to remove like 15 of those a day. Like, oh, not in Georgia. I can't believe it's happening there.
But we do need to start our own trend of you just putting Pass the Gravy stickers on the gas pumps. We need to make them say Pass the Gravy didn't do this. Pass the Gravy would never.
Or maybe we
Chili's would never.
We take the Biden stickers, but then we take a little Applebee's logo and stick it right on Biden's face. Applebee's.
Yeah. Then
underneath, Chili's would never.
Chili's would never. It would just be funny if like it had like the Chili's logo. Just said Chili's would never. Be like, yeah, I don't think Chili's is in charge of gas prices, but they wouldn't. I mean, they wouldn't. If they were, they would never.
Do you know have they raised the price of the triple dipper? No. With prices going up?
No.
That's Chili's what I'm saying. Chili's would never.
They would never.
Yeah, we raised our prices. Chili's, they're like, no, we're taking the hit for the American people.
Chili's. Yeah, we're an American staple. Mm-hmm. Applebee's, you can fuck off.
Applebee's ain't got no trip dip.
Applebee's fucking sucks.
Yeah, Applebee's supports price increases.
They do. Applebee's loves price increases.
Mm-hmm.
They love exploiting the working American. Toby Keith would not be down for that.
Oh, fucking Toby.
What we're gonna do is, Robert, I
Toby.
need you to transcribe. Actually, I'll send you the lyrics to our Toby Keith song. What was it? The name was Always Stay American in America. I'll send you the lyrics to that, and you just put it on like a PDF that people can print out, and then just tape that to the gas pump instead of the Biden thing. And they'll be like, you know what? I was angry about the price of gas, but then I was moved by a new Toby Keith song that I read at the gas station.
Bold of you to assume Toby Keith fans are reading.
They definitely are.
Hey, I'm a Toby fan. I don't read.
You can't spell freedom without free, buddy.
You can't spell without dumb either.
Look, I'm trying to write Toby Keith lyrics, man. I'm in the zone. All right, gas prices, they're back. Then also a comeback kid this week, Tiger King, because the Peacock series Joe versus Carol came out. I'm finished with it, guys. Burned right through that bad boy. Like basically almost 2 days. Almost in 2 days. It was.
I love how all
awesome.
of Twitter responses on this, and it shows the difference between Twitter people and Facebook people. Twitter people are just negative. It's just what we do. And everyone on Twitter is like, why? Who is this for? Why would you do this? Of course you did it. My sister yesterday was like, hey, have you seen the thing for this new Tiger King movie? I can't wait to see it. And I was like, I think it's a show. And she's like, oh my God, my sister's a Facebook person.
8 episodes.
Rose-colored glasses, just pure excitement. And I was like, this piece of shit.
Did you watch any of it?
No, man.
Dude.
And I'm probably not going to.
No, we went into it with no expectation.
I might.
We went into it with no expectation. And
I
was just like, all right, like I already know the story of Tiger King. Let's just see how they do that. And then it was just like, oh fuck, like we're 4 episodes in. Okay, we'll just watch one more. We'll just watch one more before bed. And then like the next day, we watched all until like episode 8, and then I fell asleep. And then we watched in 3 days, we finished 8 episodes of it. And like if you watched Tiger King, which Emma and I did, I mean the whole world basically did. like, you know the story, but to see like it dramatized and moved, like some of the stuff's not 100% accurate from what we were told in like the documentary, but like it's cool seeing like the dramatization of it and stuff like that. And Kate McKinnon is Carol Baskin. Like, my problem was that I felt like I was liking Carol Baskin a couple of times, but then you just had to keep reminding yourself, no, fuck that bitch. We don't like her. We don't really like her. This isn't really her. This is not really her. Kate McKinnon is a funny person. And they made Carol Baskin more funny, I feel like, in real, like, than she is in real life, because she's not throwing out zingers. No, but it's like they're funny. They're funny zingers. Her husband is a weirdo, and like he just hangs out. Like the acting is good. It's not the greatest show ever, but like if you like Tiger King, you're not gonna not like.
I love Tiger King. I love Tiger King more than most people. Now, I did not watch season 2 because it's pointless, but I did watch season 1.
I watched
twice. I watched season 1 twice too. Twice. Yeah, like we're fanboys. It's what we do.
So what I'm saying is, if it's not going to change your life, but if you liked Tiger King, you will be entertained by it. Don't go in being like, I'm going to find out more about what happened. No, you're going to find out basically the documentary style. They just do it from like the people's point of view, which is kind of cool. The guy that played Joe Exotic was awesome.
I am going to do a new show here soon because I'm about out of shows that I was planning to watch. Which actually, can I give an early not cool right here real quick? I started Curb because I've always been like, I need to watch Curb, and I put it on and I watched episode 1, but then afterwards I saw that there was 11 seasons and I was like, I'm not ready for this. No. I still can't do it.
Watch the season that they rebooted it. So I think it was last season and this season. Watch the 2 most recent seasons first and then go back. That's what my recommendation to you would be, because you relate to some of the stuff now. Like there's a spoiler alert, but there was like a whole we lost Bobby there. But can you see me?
Yeah, I still see you. Okay. Yeah. But that was the thing, like episode 1 is pre-HD. Like that's how old the show is. I was like, oh dude. And like it was very funny. I love Larry David. He's absolutely fucking hilarious. But I was like, I'm not ready for this commitment yet of an 11 season show.
Well, there was like when they rebooted it, I believe they just finished the second reboot season. But there was a whole episode like where he found out like people didn't want to talk to him because he was wearing a MAGA hat, and so then he would just wear a MAGA hat into restaurants and bars so nobody would talk to him. And it was just like, but then they're like, well, you're this because of that, and you're a bad guy. And he's like, no, I really just don't want to talk to people. Nobody talks to me when I wear this hat. And like it was just like that was like such like a fucking like Larry David type situation to get into. But it's like you relate to like the modern stuff, and he spite buys a coffee place just to fuck with the other guy. Like if you watch like you watch the most 2 recent seasons, that'll get you kind of in the modern part of it, and then you can go back and be like, okay, cool.
Good call.
But Curb is also like it's like The Office, where you don't have to like you can be on your phone watching Curb and stuff like that. It's a good show.
It made me laugh too, just that like his celebrity friend from season 1, episode 1 is Richard Lewis. And I was like, nobody's thought about that guy in 10 years. But I love him. He's absolutely hilarious. It gave me fond memories of him being fucking awesome. But I think that's smart the way you said it. Watch the recent stuff and then go back for the nostalgia. Okay.
It's just more relatable, and then you're good.
Good man. Good man. Thank you.
But Carol versus Joe, like I'd give it like on like the how good is it? If you like Tiger King, you're gonna like it, but it's not like gonna blow you away. I'd say it's like 3 ladles of gravy out of 5. Like it's not the most well done anything, but like it's entertaining as fuck. And like just to see Joe Exotic be somebody else, you're like, what is going on? To see the whole like love triangle with him and his husbands and all the crazy stuff. And you do get to see like the first husband that like died, that they said like shook Joe. Like you get to learn some more like prequel stuff to Joe before like the Tiger King documentary started, which was kind of cool.
Do we get to see the meth?
So there's some meth related stuff.
But
it's 8 episodes. 8 episodes.
Okay.
Totally worth it. Tiger King is back. And it's just like like when I watched it, you just get on Wikipedia and you're looking up all these facts about everybody in it, and you're just like, oh yeah, Saf did do that, and then this guy is dead. Shit, okay, like all that came right back, and it was I can't tell you how many times I've researched the people from Tiger King. It's too many times, but I did it right away, and just I love that world. I love
Honestly,
it.
you know what
Whenever
this
Joe
makes me want to
Exotic gets
do?
out in like 10 years, love to have him on the pod.
I don't want to watch the show. I just want to rewatch Tiger King again. It's such a great show.
But you see, the Dylan guy, like the newest husband that is now soon to be ex-husband again. Like you see, like that's in the last couple episodes. It's interesting.
The plot turns of that show were.
That's what. Yeah, you're like, there's no way. And the fact that like the fact that guy, the filmographer, we'll wrap up Tiger King. Not everybody cares about Tiger King, but that guy Rick Kirkman, the like guy in the hat, the guy that looks like he was like the
love that
keeper.
Guy. He's such a piece of shit.
The fact though that he was like in charge of shooting a video series, like shooting a series, like trying to come up with a series, and then he pitched it to all of these networks that just were like, "Fuck you, dude. This sucks. Why the fuck would we ever care about some hillbilly in Oklahoma?" And it's like, he was like, "No, but like, you guys don't understand. We have all." And then like Tiger King blew up and it wasn't his. And it's like, that guy had to be like, "That's exactly what I was fucking saying this whole fucking time. Oh my fucking God, Paramount. You said no to that? You said no because you thought nobody cared about a gay Oklahoma guy that had a zoo and 2 husbands? You didn't think that was entertaining at all? You like, they just had 18 tigers? You didn't think that was entertaining? You didn't fucking think any of that shit was entertaining?
Tigers. Yeah, right. Whoever skipped that pitch should be fired.
No, like every network, like you get to see that's a plot point. You get to see like him pitching it and just getting shot down and shot down and shot down and shot down. It's like, so like I had to be so mad when this blew up, being like, I fucking shot all of this.
How did HBO not jump all over it back in the? Well, I guess it was that would have been a perfect HBO show, an HBO reality show, which they didn't do back in the day. But like,
it should have been like animal. I mean, it wasn't necessarily the nicest guy to animals. I get that. But like Carol Baskin, fuck her. We don't like her. She's not great to animals either. She pretends that she is, but she like is also like a fucking murderer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, neither of them are great. All right, neither of them are the best people.
That's why
like Joe's just more likable because he's not he's not. Yeah,
everyone's a piece of shit in the story,
and you just want to like Joe more. You just want to like Joe more.
Well, because Joe's funny.
He's pure at heart.
It's like the line in episode 1 when the guy's like,
"I'd like to
this gun-toting, mullet-having, gay, tiger-owning," and everyone's like, whoa. What was the third thing you threw in there? Of all the things about Joe they set up in the first 15 minutes of that show, when that guy just throws in gay, like, and they don't even acknowledge it, you're like, excuse me? And then you see everything unfold, you're like, this is the most interesting man in the world. Fuck Dos Equis guy. Joe Exotic is the most interesting man in the world. He's a piece of shit.
I've never watched a documentary, and like Emma and I remember I had gotten out of the shower. Emma had started. I was like, "Is that Tiger King show? Is that what you just started?" She's like, "Yeah, everybody was talking about it." I was like, "Yes, let's watch this." And then we finished it that weekend, and it was hours that we watched of it. But like, it was just like we would stop. Like, is that real? Like, this is real. Like, that really
don't
happened.
Fuck with cats were just the most ridiculous.
But Tiger King was just so much mind. Like, I know there's a bunch of weird people online that are gonna like look up Google images. It's crazy that they did that and it worked out that way. But Tiger King, you're like, wait, what? You just would find people at a bus stop and you'd bring them in and be like, and you can work at my zoo with these animals, these tigers. You can start feeding tigers in a cage right now, even though I just picked you up and you were kind of strung out on like crack. But like, yeah, if you want to come down, you can hang out here. We got a place for you to live.
We're not going to pay you.
Tigers. And it's like,
eat expired meat.
Anybody coming down from any kind of like drug binge or anything like that would be, huh? Wait, and I feed tigers now? Yeah, I'll do that.
Crazy.
But yeah,
let's move on.
Tiger King back. I'm so excited that it's back though. I might watch this show again. I don't know. Batman also back.
No,
Batman.
Batman
is back. The Batman. But Batman is still back. He's Batman. Right?
Yes. And I said this from the beginning when people are like, I can't believe they, and I haven't seen it yet, but when people are like, I can't believe they cast Robert Pattinson, I was like, he's probably going to kill it. Like, people shit on him because
people are saying it's the second best one of all the Batmans. I think Dark Knight, people are saying, I've seen a lot of people say it's right below Dark Knight, and I've seen other people say it's like their third best one, they think. But like a lot of people are saying top 5, this is the top 5 Batman.
Yeah, and I've seen a couple people say it's their favorite of all time. But the only knock that anyone has on it is that it's long. They're like, so it might drag.
That's superhero movies, though, right?
But that's the thing. They're like, if you're not into it, and we're like, well, yeah, if you're not into Batman, you're not going to enjoy Batman. Like, the longer the movie, the better. Give me every fucking detail you can.
Yeah, no,
I'm so excited.
I'm with you on that part. That's why it's like I'm not gonna go see it. I would probably go see a 2.5 hour movie anyways, but I'm just not gonna go see Batman until it's like out and I can stream it.
I might go this weekend on Sunday to go see it just because I want to see it in theaters. But yeah, there's a good chance it's also going to be a let me stream at home kind of thing because I'm a lazy piece of shit. But I'm fucking super, super excited for this. Ever since the first trailer dropped and he was just absolutely brutalizing those dudes in the alley, I was like, oh, these fight scenes are going to be fucking dark. And like, it's a year one Batman. That shit's always intrigued me. It's the beginning of him becoming Batman. And I'm so happy that the reviews have been great for it too.
Well, so since it seems like it's like a darker version of Batman, wouldn't that be interesting? Like, do you think that was it Joaquin Phoenix's Joker? Like, do you think they're gonna cross paths?
I mean, that definitely could happen. Because the DC
that was also like a dark version of Joker, so it's like that'd be interesting to see them in there. What was the bad guy? It was Riddler and Catwoman.
Riddler
and Penguin. What? Penguin was in it too, huh?
Yeah, Colin Farrell was the Penguin, which I'm still super excited to fucking see Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Yeah, I saw his like. I didn't realize that was him when I saw like who the Penguin was in it or whatever, but. Was Mr. Freeze in it? Because then that's just Batman Begins or Batman Forever again, right?
Penguin didn't have the other guys in his one back
Wasn't
then.
it Penguin, Riddler?
Well, first of all,
Poison Ivy,
Penguin
was
the second one that they did when Michael Keaton was Batman. And then the one with Mr. Freeze and the Riddler also had Two-Face. It was Tommy Lee Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. God, I want to go back and watch all the Batmans. Those movies were fucking ridiculous.
They're pretty wild. I just like that they were like, all right, Arnold Schwarzenegger, not the greatest actor. Just make him say very stereotypical things that somebody who was made of ice would say. Chill. Everybody freeze.
Like what was the fucking like cast of all those actors? Arnold,
$1 jillion.
Jim Carrey back in like
Uma Thurman.
Fucking Tommy Lee Jones. And was that one Clooney?
Chris
I think that
O'Donnell.
one was Clooney.
Yeah.
Like just those four guys in there, like Jesus.
And who was Catwoman? Catwoman was somebody big too.
It was Michelle Pfeiffer back in the early ones.
Crazy. But Batman,
yeah.
Back. Batman's back. Another comeback kid, maybe the biggest comeback kid of the week, is the motherfucking NFL. Because if you thought like Robert, yeah, baseball, cool, we're locked out, we don't play the sport, whatever, who cares? Like, are you jealous sometimes when you see that, like, yeah, it should be baseball's time. Yes, it is like right about to be the height of March Madness. Yes, the NBA is going on. Hockey is at its peak right now. But the NFL is king. Like, we haven't played a game in a month, and they're the biggest story anytime they do anything. Do you get jealous of that? You're like, I just wish baseball was that way.
I guess I would get jealous about that when it's news about the Texans and people really care about it when they're going crazy about the Texans. Because like,
been a while since that happened.
Yeah, it will be a while until it happens again.
No, but like any sort of Texan news, like that's all sports radio will talk about. It's all people will talk about, and it's like just. Why?
And the Astros are like good, and you're like, can we talk about them? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's the nature of the beast because the Astros are always there during the season. It's an everyday thing, and NFL, it's once a week, and then also I heard somebody say this today. It's like it's almost like every other sport just exists in between NFL news. Because like when something happens in the NFL and because the moves that have happened have been absolutely massive and explosive. Well, I mean, Aaron re-signing was it's not massive and explosive, but it is. He's got the richest contract of all time, $50 million a year.
Yeah,
and
so if you're living under a rock,
he was coming back.
If you're living under a rock, Aaron Rodgers signed a 4-year, $200 million deal.
Yes.
Allegedly, 153 of it is guaranteed.
Yes.
Pretty awesome. Then the other news was that Russell Wilson got traded to the Broncos from the Seahawks for 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, and a 5th-rounder, and then 3 players. And then today, before we started the podcast, the Colts traded Carson Wentz to the Commanders. And I don't know. I think they gave up a 2nd-round pick for him. But yeah, pretty wild couple of days in the NFL.
Each of the last 3 days, I've woken up to huge news. Like Sunday, Monday, I woke up late because, that's what I do because I stay up till 5 a.m. like a fucking idiot. Woke up to Aaron Rodgers news. I woke up to 4 different congratulations texts that day. Now, granted, I woke up at like 11:45. Still felt great. Yesterday, I wake up to the Russell Wilson news. Today, I wake up to, this is much smaller, but Carson Wentz going to Washington, which is going to be an absolutely hilarious team to watch next year.
Love it.
Just turnovers and defense. It's going to be great. But the NFL, even though it's the offseason, it's the time when shit like this happens, it feels like more is happening this year. And Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, he also got suspended for a full season, at least a full season, because he gambled on games, and that's a big no. Pete Rose historically got a lifetime ban, but he was also reportedly betting against the teams that he was managing, so that was fucking sketchy.
I don't think that was it. I don't think they ever really alleged that. It was just because he was betting a lot. He says, I was always betting on my team, which I can see Pete doing that because
other people have said he was not.
But I don't know. Pete was just betting on everything. So I can also see him betting against his team because it was just another day and he needed to fill out a parlay.
Right. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. So he's suspended for the full season coming up.
$1,500 in bets cost him $11.1 million in salary.
Right. But with Rodgers, he's staying. That means that Love is moving on, you'd think, or do they just keep him until his contract's up?
What are you going to trade him for? A 6th rounder?
It's true.
He's bad.
I think they regret that 1st-round pick. Maybe they
definitely, but they have rectified the situation. Aaron's going to get paid a lot. He's happy. Probably going to lose some players on defense because of this. I don't see how we're going to be able to keep Zadarius Smith because we're going to have to probably Zadarius and Preston Smith, which really hurts our defensive line. Kenny Clark is under contract. We're already working on a restructuring or a new deal for why the fuck am I losing his name? The cornerback, Jair Alexander. Mm-hmm. We've got some young guys all around the defense, but linebacker and defensive line, I'm kind of worried about now. But I'm not worried about that. I'm super happy. I've said this many times. I had mentally set myself up that Aaron was never going to play for the Packers before last year. And then I just accepted it again. I was like, this is what it is. You have no idea. I don't know if I've ever been happier in my life, dude. That's a fucked up thing to say.
It had to be a pretty good feeling. It was
so good. I started looking yesterday because of this. I was like, you know what? Now this locks it up. Aaron's probably going to retire a Packer. Maybe he spends 1 or 2 years after this contract is done somewhere else if he wants to keep playing. The only Packers jersey I've ever had was AJ Hawk. I've worn it for years. He hasn't played for the Packers in 8 years. I got it at Brett Favre's last game as a Packer. So Aaron Rodgers' entire long fucking career, I've never had an Aaron Rodgers jersey. I'm going to get another frame. I'm going to frame the AJ Hawk jersey, put it up here in my man cave with all my other Packer shit, and I'm going to buy a Rodgers jersey to finish his career.
You should do the sports podcaster guy thing where you just put the AJ Hawk jersey on a hanger and then just put hang it on the wall behind you. Just be like, I watch sports and I have jerseys.
That sounds much more like a Pat move than actually framing the jersey.
That's what a lot of people do. And I always think that's an interesting, it's especially when it's a big podcast. It's dude, I don't, if it's a Giants podcast, dude, I get that you own a Saquon jersey, bro. I don't need you to prove it's they're like, oh, I am a fan. I have a jersey. Look. It's
you have stock. I have stock. See, that's the thing though. Now that I own stock, I think I need to I can't just be a hanger guy, even though that's who I am.
Because you bought the covering for the stock too. You bought the plaque. So yeah.
That's funny because that's who I should be because I don't use actual hangers for any of my shit. I've got a couple things I keep, this on a hanger and a few things, but most of my clothes just literally get thrown on top of my dresser so I don't use hangers. But that would be like a step up for, well, this is a special sports jersey and I want to showcase it off, but like, I'm not going to get a frame. So let's just hang it. That seems like it would be me, but I'm in my 30s now. It's time to start adulting more, stepping up. I got to do my taxes so I can get the refund to get a computer for this. I think I'm going to finally become an adult.
Yeah, that's very. Did you put your insoles in yet?
I did. I did that on on Friday.
Well done, buddy.
I had them in my car.
Look at you growing up.
All day Thursday, and I didn't put them in. But Friday, I did.
Got the job done.
And I got to tell you, my shoes smell much better because those old insoles were fucking reeking, man.
I bet.
I did it at work.
I bet they loved that.
Now, nobody was there. Like, I went off into a corner and did it. But when I took them out, I was like, Jesus. I was long overdue for this. But yeah, like, I'm growing up, man. Or I'm gonna try. It's not really gonna fucking happen. I've tried this like 3 times in the past couple of years. It never sticks. It works for about a month, maybe 2. I don't know. Maybe once. You know what? Next weekend's my buddy's wedding. Maybe when I see that, it'll actually hit close to home. Like, hey, you piece of shit.
That might be it. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, you're 31, about to be 32. Figure it the fuck out a little bit. Actually, I had that thought a little bit last night as I was going to bed at 7:00 in the morning. I was like, should I feel bad about the way I am? I didn't. I mean, I was also drunk, so there's going to be that little level of introspection and also self-doubt. Actually, I also had the thought, like, God, I need to go start a relationship so someone can stop me from doing this. I need someone to take care of me.
We should do that as a podcast, like try and find Pat a date.
Oh, God, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
But it'd be funny. Be good document, be good content. Be good content.
It would be. Have Robert just come along and video my dates.
Hey, yeah.
Ignore him. Ignore
Robert,
him. Don't worry about it.
He's not here. What? Okay. Hi. Nice to meet you, Pat.
I'm already going to leave.
I'm gone. I'm going to go to the bathroom and just not come back. So the NFL comeback kid this week, and our final comeback kid of the week is March Madness, specifically because we are teaming up with my buddy Mike Brown's podcast, the Beer Sports Whatever podcast. I believe I have been the most like frequent guest on that podcast. I think I've been on that podcast as a guest more than anybody else. But for the NCAA tournament coming up in I guess not starting next week. Yeah, starting St. Patrick's Day. We're going to do an ESPN bracket through ESPN.com, $10 to buy in. You can do up to 3 brackets, and first, second, and third place are all going to get paid out. So you can make some money. And it's going to be a fun little bracket challenge we're going to do. So stay tuned at Pasquary Pod on Twitter. And then it's at Beer Sports or at BSW Podcast _MB on Twitter for
make sure to remind
me to give him a follow. Yeah, but we'll be tweeting about it in the coming days. But yeah, we have a whole March Madness tournament. We can make some money that way.
I haven't done a bracket in like 4 years, but in solidarity, I'm in.
I've been watching more college basketball this year than I have in a very long time, so I'm actually kind of excited to fill out some brackets.
I have, but only because we leave the TVs on the channels that they play. So like, and I catch glances. And glances has already been more than I've watched in many years. Well,
put that to use now. But yeah, March Madness. Well, we'll give you guys more information on that as the time comes. But that's been our Comeback Kid segment brought to you by Southern Star Brewing Company. Let's get to the mock draft portion of the pod. This week we're doing a mock draft of appliances. I'm trying to remember who said. I want to say it was Mike that had sent in that as a mock draft, but mock draft of appliances is what we're going to be doing. Does this just include kitchen appliances or just home appliances?
Home appliances.
That's what I was assuming. Okay, good. But last week's results, I won with 50% of the vote. Robert had 39%, and Pat had 11% of the vote.
Forget about it. We're not going to talk about
that. Was our mock draft of wars. So on the mock draft season, Pat and I are tied. We have 1 win apiece. Robert has none. Maybe today is the day for Robert. But so we're going to go in reverse order of last week's finish. It's a snake draft, but since Pat got last, Pat's going to lead us off. It's going to go Pat, Robert, me, Robert, Pat. That's how snake drafts work. The mock draft of appliances starts now. Pat, what are we going with?
Refrigerator.
Yeah, it's solid.
I mean, my entire life
Why
revolves
would-
around
yeah.
that thing in the TV.
Refrigerator, solid one.
I feel like that's
my
an
number
easy
one.
1-1.
That
Yeah.
is. I'm
Robert,
going,
what about you?
I'm going AC.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was good. Now, does
was
AC count as like the
That's
whole
what I was
thing,
just
or is it
thinking,
like
like-
window units?
I think it would have to be a window unit because that could be an appliance that like the actual air conditioning for your home is like built into the home. That's not an appliance, but I'll
I think
give you
it's an
window
appliance.
unit.
I think it's an appliance. I went to bestbuy.com and I searched under appliances and AC was one of them.
Like an entire air conditioning unit for a home. That's pretty big for an appliance.
Is air conditioning considered an appliance? I'm about to hit enter on Google and whatever it tells me first, that's what we're going with. Yes, an air conditioner. Okay. It counts.
Okay. Okay.
That counts. Air conditioner for Robert. All right. So that was so there go the two cool ones. I am gonna go with a microwave.
You son of a
Gonna go
bitch.
with- Microwave is good. And then on the way back, I am going to take. I'm gonna go. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go water heater, microwave and water heater. Because who doesn't want fucking hot water?
Okay.
I would not have thought of that one.
Neither would I.
I should have waited on that one. But water heater counts. All right, back to you, Bobby.
I'm gonna go with. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the washing machine.
You
That's
son of a
good.
bitch. I thought I was going to steal it.
Yeah, washing machine. Nobody likes hand washing. Nah.
Yeah. That's a good one. Pat, you got two here.
I'm going to go dishwasher.
Solid.
That's a big one for me. And you know what I'm going to take next? For the modern people, all the parents out there will get a coffee maker.
Coffee maker does it. Yep.
That's a good one.
That counts as like anything like a coffee pot, Keurig, anything.
Yeah,
like
all that.
Yeah.
People need their coffee, man.
All right, Bobby, back to you.
I'm gonna go with stove. I'm surprised this lasted this long.
Yeah, it was definitely right there on me, but yeah.
Stove. Okay, I am gonna go. Lots of options still available, but I gotta pick the good ones. I'm gonna go with toaster oven / air fryer because it's basically the same thing, right?
Yeah, I think you got to pick one.
You got to pick one.
You
Those
gotta
are two
pick
different
one.
things.
Yeah, you got to pick a
Okay,
toaster or an air fryer.
I'm gonna go air fryer. Being modern, I'm a modern man. I'm gonna go with air fryer.
I think that's
then
probably the smart call.
I am going to go with crock pot because I love my crock pot. I mean, I don't cook in it. Emma makes tacos in it every Tuesday though. And crock pots are the shit. So I'm gonna go crock pot and air fryer to wrap things up on my end. Robert, back to you as your final pick.
All right, for my final one, I'm gonna go with toaster. I'll take toaster.
It's like the most popular one. I feel like
I
it's a
didn't
good
put it
it's a
on my
good
list.
fourth rounder. It's a good fourth rounder.
It is.
I
It's
think
just like
so,
people
yeah.
don't use it enough anymore.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't remember last time I used a toaster. It's just my thinking on it, but I know a lot of people do. I couldn't pick it for me. I got to be genuine to me.
Mm-hmm.
To close this thing out, I'm actually surprised this lasted to the final pick, the oven.
Yeah, I felt like air fryer / toaster oven or anything. Like, I just got air fryer, but it was like that's basically just like a better oven, right?
Yeah. I mean, no, the oven is still king. Can't bake a cake in an air fryer.
You could make a small cake.
Can't bake a lasagna in an air fryer.
Small lasagna.
Not really. No, you could reheat it.
True.
Give us a
Okay.
replay here. What do we got?
Pretty solid. Yeah, this was again submitted by one of you guys. Hashtag PTG mock draft if you'd like to submit them to us at Pass Your A Pod. Pat had refrigerator, dishwasher, coffee maker, and oven as his. Robert got air conditioner, washing machine, stove, and toaster. I had microwave, water heater, air fryer, and crock pot. Solid.
All
Solid.
three very solid lists.
I mean, honestly, it's gonna just depend on like whatever somebody's interest is. Because there's gonna
I
be
could see
people
Robert
that
winning
don't.
this just on air conditioner because we're in Texas.
Yeah, air conditioner. That's gonna get people. Somebody's gonna do like where we are always like, you should probably like, look at the four as a whole. That's what you drive at. People are, like Robert got air conditioner. That's it. It's like, well, yeah.
But I mean, all
Like,
the lists are strong. I will say
all
this:
this is strong. I would say, looking at it from the outside, I think Pat has the strongest list, but I think Robert might have the better one. I think I fucked myself because people are gonna not vote for me because of air fryer. I think people might only vote for me because of air fryer, and then I don't think people are gonna appreciate crock pot or water heater enough.
I think mine is the strongest in the sense of if you could only have one of these lists in your home. Like, and you don't get any of the other ones.
No, because then washing machine, air conditioner.
Yeah,
I'm
but
pretty
like,
pissed that I feel like I'm gonna get
but
thirsty.
but like, could you live without a fridge?
Yeah, you just salt all your meat. You can still wash your
I
clothes.
don't
Though,
think
which
people
is
do
tight.
that. And that's the thing, you can throw clothes in the dishwasher. Who says you can't do that? Now, I will say, Robert, I was one pick away from getting an absolutely huge double in this, and you stole it from me. And this was also your biggest fuck up. You should have said washer dryer.
No, you would only have to pick one. You would only get to pick one.
That is sold in a single unit.
You would only have to pick one.
No, they have double washer dryers. That was going to be a fucking steal for me.
We were not going to allow that. We would not.
Oh, I would have made you allow. I would have pulled up and showed you pictures of a single unit washer dryer.
But there's also air fryers that are also toaster ovens too. So like that would have been the same game we played.
Actually, I believe they have washer dryers that are just one enclosed unit.
But if you're going with it, you go washer because you can just hang dry. You can just.
You guys might have vetoed me,
shit.
but I was ready to go off with that one and just get the ultimate steal.
Some other honorable mentions. I mean, not as exciting as some other
vacuum.
Vacuum. Waffle iron was. Like, I'm not gonna waste a pick on that.
I was gonna pick vacuum, but like most people don't like to do it, even though it's really convenient. Most people don't like to vacuum.
Spin zone, just don't vacuum.
Exactly.
Blender or food processor.
Popcorn machine.
The slap chop.
That's yeah. A panini maker.
A rice cooker.
Rice cooker, which is kind of like a crock pot, right? I know that they're like, what's the difference? A slow cooker is the same thing as a crock pot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But a rice cooker, like you can cook rice in a crock pot.
I know, but like some people like the rice cooker, you know?
Ceiling fan.
A mixer. Ooh, ceiling fan is good.
Garbage disposal.
Juicer.
Garbage disposal, you know, that has a lot of downside of it too.
Portable fan. A lot of people can't sleep without their secondary portable fan right there. Dehumidifier.
Deep fryer.
And having a deep fryer in the home would be such
it's a flex.
Some people, ice cream maker. That's a flex.
Yeah, it must be a millionaire.
I thought about doing a bit where I mistook our appliances for apps. I just started listing off apps.
Twitter, Facebook,
Triple Dipper.
But yeah, people definitely wouldn't have voted for me if I did that.
Popcorn machine.
Solid mock draft. So yeah, if you have any mock draft ideas for us, hit us up at Pass Your A Pod, hashtag PTG mock draft, and we'll look through some of those. I mean, obviously, if something topical comes up, that's probably what we'll do a mock draft of, but we enjoy you guys having your input, and days like today, this is where that comes in handy.
The dildo or vibrator, technically an appliance. I thought about using that one just to get the female vote. The vibrator.
I think you might have lost votes with that.
think I would have gained more than a few though too.
I don't know. We don't know. We don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Also, it was International Women's Day the other day. I'm just trying to do something for the ladies
It's a good call.
they won't let me do myself.
But yeah, good drafting, everybody. Good drafting, everybody. Let's move on to the What Would Jesus Do segment. Back in the day, we used to get the bracelets that said WWJD, but they never told us what he would do. So we took up that upon ourselves to let you guys know what Jesus would do in certain situations, throw him in a modern day situation he might find himself in if he were here today. And we will tell you exactly how he would handle that situation. Hit us up on Twitter at PassGrayPod, hashtag PTGWWJD. I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dan. Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03, hashtag PTGWWJD. This is the What Would Jesus Do segment.
Jesus, what would Jesus do? Jesus, what would Jesus do? Put him in a situation in a matter of time. If he wrote this jingle, do you think he'd make it rhyme? So think about this crazy world in which we live today, and how would Jesus handle it in any given way?
This week's What Would Jesus Do comes to us from our buddy Alex O at Alex McThunder1 on Twitter. And he says he heard us talking about rodeo last week. He says, what would Jesus wear to the rodeo and what concert would he attend?
Sandal boots. He would definitely have those sandal boots.
Suits.
Which concert? Hold on, King George. He'd go to George Strait.
What was the one that was in town a couple of days ago? Was it King and Country? And aren't they like a Christian band? Because that might be the one he goes to see.
You know who he would probably see? Chris
Ricky Martin.
Stapleton, because they look the same.
Or Ricky Martin.
I mean, I think Jesus would go to see a lot of them. Just
Jesus
because there was
is
some
on
good
the rodeo
ones.
committee, I bet.
Oh, definitely. Let's see. I think it might be easier just to point out the ones that Jesus wouldn't go to, because there's a couple stinkers in there.
Who wouldn't he go to?
Well, I mean, he wouldn't have gone to Luke Bryan last night. I mean, he definitely would. He would have gone to Cody Johnson. He would have gone to Keith McGraw. I don't know. Like you said, King and Country don't know. Who doesn't want to see Ricky?
How the fuck is Toby Keith not on the rodeo lineup?
He's got a lot of restaurants to manage, man. He's not in there. So
He was at the cook-off. Fucking put him on the fucking lineup, man. I'm rioting next year if Toby Keith is not on there. We're starting a whole petition. Have Toby Keith. Brett Brandon, I know you're on the committee, buddy. Get fucking Toby Keith in the goddamn rodeo next year, okay, buddy? Use your pull.
You know where? If there's only
we
one
have a song
he could have
for him
gone to, there's only one Jesus could have gone to. Is he going to Bun B's H-Town Takeover?
That was my thought.
You think that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think Jesus and Bun B would actually be really good friends, dude. Bun B's a fucking awesome dude.
Yeah. Game is cold, but it's great.
And he's from the H, dude. Jesus wants to get in with the culture. Like, he wants to fucking feel Houston.
Right. Bun B.
And who better?
H-Town Takeover. It's going to be the same exact H-Town Takeover it was all 3 years I saw it at Free Press Summerfest. It's going to be like, oh, man, you're never going to guess who he's got. And is it Paul Wall? No. Is it Lil Troy? What? Are they gonna do Tops Drop? Oh shit. It's just every Houston rapper, pretty much. Is it Mike Jones? Oh no, it's Mike Jones too. Like, that's exactly what it is. And it was cool. And then they did the exact same thing pretty much like 3 years in a row at Free Press Summerfest. I was like, all right.
Whatever, fuck it.
Right. But it's just like
Bun B gets to do what Bun B wants to do. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I always feel like when you feature 18 people though, like then it's like you're just being like, we're gonna shorten my concert a little bit.
I don't know who the full Mount Rushmore of Houston ambassadors would be, but I know that Mattress Mac and Bun B would both be on there.
Jim Adler.
Possibly. I mean, I'd have to get a full list together.
JJ Watt.
JJ's probably on Houston ambassador
Hakeem
list too.
Olajuwon.
And Hakeem. That's it. Bun B,
Jose
JJ.
Altuve.
I think Jose actually tops JJ then and moves him off the list.
I think JJ's done more
I was gonna say maybe Olajuwon, because as much as I love the Dream and everybody loves the Dream, he played in Houston for a long time. He's done stuff, but I'm talking about like an outwardly big time Houston promoter, ambassador,
Brian
all that
Ching
kind of shit.
for the Dynamo. Huh?
No.
Hector Herrera.
And I swear to God, if one
new
person
Dynamo
says
signing.
Beyonce, I'm going to lose my shit. No.
Beyonce would be a good one.
I think Solange is more H-Town than
What about
Beyonce.
The dude from Big Bang Theory, Jim Parsons? Sheldon.
He's from here. I don't know if he rocks the H though. Like he went to U of H, he likes his stuff, but you don't see him talking about Houston all the time. Bun B still, he's still here. Mattress Mac is here. JJ got traded, not his fault, because of the incompetence of
although he asked for an out, but
whoever ends up buying the Texans from the McNairs, they're on the list now, just to get the McNairs out of there.
There'd be no one unless God bought the Texans. Jesus should buy the Texans. That'd be a good idea.
He would.
Totally. They'd be like, well, God wants us to sell it to him. It's a sign. I think Jesus, he would definitely like great answer to it immediately it would be the sandal boots, the suits. I think I like your initial question. Your initial answer was
George Strait.
George Strait.
I mean, it's George Strait. As cool as it would be to see him at Stapleton or Bun B. I mean, it's
the king of country and the king of kings. Dude
has over 51 number one hits, or over 50. I don't know why I said 51. That's a weird number to say. But
he might have over 51 hits.
He's King George.
He has over 6 hits. That's still true.
Number one hits.
Over 6 number one hits.
I could see Jesus drinking some of George Strait's tequila with him. Jesus plays a prank and turns the tequila to wine.
Let's just make extremely like abstract, like true but not great stats, where it's like, oh wow, Cal Ripken Jr. started over 18 games in a row. It's like over 1,000, like, but it was over 18.
Altuve has over 2 hits in all of his seasons.
Altuve is one of the best Astros leadoff hitters with over 6 leadoff home runs in his career. Like, he has so many, though. Why would you just... Barry Bonds broke the home run record with over 10 home runs in a season.
No, you gotta make it weirder than that, though, because that's just
over a baker's dozen home runs.
Barry Bonds set the home run record, and in that season, he had over 9 walks.
Like report the news, like there were more than 2 deaths. Wait,
Nolan Ryan is the MLB's
that could be 100, that could be 3.
All-time strikeout leader, and in his career, he also landed over 1 punch.
I like when people and like a lot of, you'll see on Twitter a lot of times when somebody's just chirping and like I'll go and like be like, all right, who the fuck is this guy? And then it'll be like they have like 17,000 followers, and it's like I've been over 3 New York Times best-selling published books. And it's like over 3 in that case means 4. Because you've had 4, but not quite 5. Almost, you could have almost just said almost 5.
In his career, Conor McGregor has over 0.5 fights against a man in his 60s in a bar.
He has over a half a knockout in his MMA career. Robert, make that Twitter account. It's just like meh stats.
This just
not that like impressive stats.
This sounds like
true,
the stats
but not
department. The stats department of that Twitter account. True, I guess. Which, if you don't follow, you should. They're funny.
All right. Tom Brady has over 1 kid.
Tom Brady is the NFL's all-time winningest quarterback with 7 Super Bowls. He has over 3 pictures of him kissing his son on the lips.
I like though, like when like Russell Wilson, like they got in there's like weird, super specific stats. Like Russell Wilson now becomes the first Super Bowl winning quarterback to ever start a game for the team that he beat in his first Super Bowl. That is incredible.
So many words,
right? It's like, yeah, I guess he became that, but okay. Russell Wilson becomes the first quarterback named Russell Wilson that won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks to be traded to a team from Denver. Wait. Okay, all right. We're moving on.
He's the first quarterback ever to be a draft day meme traded to the highest city in America. Okay.
So yeah, Jesus would go see George Strait and he would wear the sandal boots. That's our what would Jesus do question answer right there. Sometimes when you're looking for answers, the answer might be Alamo Remedy. Pat, will you tell everybody about our good friends?
I'm excited for this one
The
today.
Remedy.
If you guys are watching, you just saw me stretching out a little bit because it is my favorite part of the podcast right here. One of them, because now I get to put on my cucumber lotion. Alamo Remedy. Got some aches and pains. You know what this is perfect for? You sit at an office desk all day. You're staring at a computer. You're bound to get a little bit hunched over. Right around, I don't know, I'll say an hour before lunch. Maybe you start to get that little bit of pain in your neck. Grab out your lotion, rub a little bit on there, and it's perfect. Now, another problem, and this is why I'm actually very excited for this thing, because I finally got it in the mail. The weather's changing back and forth all the time because it's fucking Texas. It's Houston. It could be 30 in the morning and 85. But that cold weather on your lips can get them a little bit chapped. Boom, I got mine in the mail yesterday. CBD lip balm. I went with the natural flavor. Not flavor. Why do I always say flavor, Robert? What's wrong with me?
You want to eat it. So good.
Actually, technically, this might be a flavor. I don't know. Do lip balms count as flavors? I don't know. All I know is I've had that one crack on the left side of my lip right now. Yesterday, thank God this came in the mail. Started getting one on the right side because, as we've established, I don't take care of myself like adults do. But throwing this shit on, threw it on yesterday, threw it on today. Bueno. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's bueno. I love this shit. So good. Of course, like we always discuss, many different applications that you can use if you don't want to go. You don't like lotion. You don't like a little bit of greasy hands because for some reason you're a weirdo that can't just wash your hands afterwards or wipe them on your pants like a red-blooded American male that Toby Keith would be friends with. And you're not a lip. If you're one of those weird masculine guys, I don't use lip balm. All right, get yourself some gummies. Get yourself some of the hemp flower. We got the tincture. You can just drop a couple drops under your tongue in the morning. Drop it right into your coffee that you need that coffee maker for. Remember, guys, when you're drafted.
Pander much?
Yeah, a little bit of pandering going on there. If you don't want the natural flavor, they've got different flavors. There's a lemon one. I believe there's a raspberry one. I don't have it pulled up in front of me right now because I'm an idiot. I will say this is forget Bert and all those other people that try to be in the lip balm game. It's over. Alamo Remedy has ended the lip balm game. There's only one option. This stuff is fantastic. It's got a little bit of CBD in there too, so that's always nice. You get a combo of the lotion and the lip balm, you're having yourself a damn good day right there. Maybe with lunch, you give yourself a couple gummies. Boss doesn't need to know. Well, actually, there's no problem with it because you're not going to get high anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Alamo Remedy. They're here to help the people. And it's the Alamo, it's Texas, so they're better.
Promo code PTG at checkout for 10% off your order. AlamoRemedy.com at Alamo Remedy and at Alamo Remedy CBD. Tag them, let them know you heard about them on Past UA Podcast. Don't forget that promo code PTG at checkout. You're going to get 10% off your order at AlamoRemedy.com, the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
All right, I'll go first. Mine's not like that great as a not cool, but mine is that like I have trash chutes. We've already gone over this if you've listened long enough. There's valet trash, but there's also trash chutes. And now they're like, so you would think like we've got all your bases covered. Hey, if you want to take your trash out, we got the chutes. You can take it out whenever. If you don't, all you gotta do is put it out at night and just leave it out there. The valet trash chute will come get it. There's like a third group of people that live in my apartment complex that are like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my stuff to the trash chute. Oh shit, this refrigerator box won't fit down the trash chute. Well, I'll just leave it in the trash chute room. Like, no, the rule then is you get in the fucking elevator that you're right next to, go to the dumpster and just toss it in there. Like it's that easy. Either break it down, put it in a bag, or take it to the fucking dumpster. But like the other day, there was just like bags stacked up, and it was like, what the, like, did you guys just not even try? Fuck you guys. And so I may or may not have bitched at my apartment. They're just like, you guys are fucking jacking up rent. You're doing all this dumb shit. You're saying these are amenities that have already been around, but like, you can't like just keep trash out of the fucking trash shit room. Like, I don't fucking know. Start fucking finding people. This is fucking gross. I don't want to have anybody come over and be like, hey, why are there 75 trash bags right outside of the elevator? I'm like, oh, because they were just fucking gross. We don't clean it up. I don't give a shit. You want to know how we get ants? That's how you fucking get ants. You get ants like that when fucking just garbage juice sits there. And I was like, you guys love talking about this as a luxury complex. Get the fuck out. That's not luxurious at all. Like ants and roaches, that's not fucking luxury. Get the fuck out of here. And then they call me back and they're like, oh, we just wanted more details. I was like, I'm not going to fucking give you more details. I said, clean up the fucking trash in the trash shoot room. I'm not doing this, but it's just, I don't know. What kind of fucking scumbag? He's like, I'm going to leave all this stuff with like a drippy bag. Just fucking, I'll just leave that in this room that is the community room that everybody has to then like step over to put shit down in trash. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck my apartment complex and the people that do that. Not cool.
On the plus side, though, you just gave me a great band name. Garbage Juice.
Yeah.
That's like a punk / metal / grunge band name right there.
You wouldn't get it.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Robert, you want to go next? Because I don't know if you just saw the breaking news.
No, I haven't, but mine has been baseball for a while. So.
Yep, they just postponed more games. Opening day pushed back to the 14th.
No, I hadn't seen that yet.
Yep, it literally came up on my wall out. If you just saw me when Alex was talking, when I put my hand on my fucking face, it's because I looked down and got the update from Bleacher Report. April 14th.
I mean, I understand. Like, it's funny how the last two times they've pushed back dates, like, look, hey guys, we talked late into the night. Like, I think we're making some real progress. And it's like, no, you're fucking not, yo. Like, especially the first time when they pushed games back, it was like they could not be further away from an agreement. And they're like, but they talked late into the night. And it's like, you can talk about bullshit late into the night. If you listen to this podcast, we could just go off on tangents about absolutely nothing that has anything to do with that stuff. But it's like, what? We didn't cancel the games yesterday. That's us, extending an olive branch to the Players Association. It's like, no, the Players Association must get fucking paid, guys. You're billionaires. Pay them. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. That sucks.
But like, does it suck? It does suck. But does it suck more because you're like, people are just not caring about baseball because football is awesome in the offseason? Like, football in the offseason right now is cooler than baseball games.
I will say this, though. College baseball has been a lot of fun to watch. I didn't get to really watch the game.
Shout out Sam Houston beating Oklahoma State last week. Got him. Number 4 in the country.
I was at work yesterday, so I couldn't watch the whole thing, but I had it up on my laptop on the side. Texas State played Texas. Texas is the number 1 team in the country, undefeated. I finally, before I actually put it on my laptop, I went to the bathroom to take a dump, and I pulled up on ESPN Plus on my phone. And as I pull it up, Texas is rounding third base. Dude just hit a fucking dinger off of us in the second, make it 2-0. Next time I look over, Texas State is up 6-2, like out of fucking nowhere. Then all of a sudden I look back and it's 9-6 Texas. Texas ends up winning 9-8. But like, college baseball is so much fun to watch, and these kids hit fucking
when you're
dingers.
Just the ping, the bing.
I think
with
Mississippi
the metal bats,
State,
like, that's such a cool sound.
I want to say it's Mississippi State has some kid that already has like 12 bombs, and it's been like fucking 14 games. If you guys have ESPN Plus, I highly suggest, and you're missing baseball, put on college baseball.
If you watch sports,
Texas versus LSU had, I think it was 20,000 people at Minute Maid during the Classic.
Yeah, Baylor, Texas, and LSU are just like packing that fucking place.
Yeah,
I mean not Astros packed, but still.
If there's one good thing about this lockout, it's that it is growing college baseball. Now, I don't know if that's going to stand and sustain itself once pros come back, but I hope, because it's college baseball is a lot of fun to watch. I miss going to those games in college. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got a couple not cools. One was I don't think I talked about this last week. I think it's happened since then. I cracked my phone screen on my new phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
this is the one time ever that I didn't opt in for like the big ass OtterBox. I just got this one so I could get it real quick. And I dropped it and it lands on the corner and sends a crack from the top right corner down to about halfway down the screen on the other side. Just one solid. So it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm not going to fix it until like eventually in a couple of years when I've dropped it a bunch more and the whole screen is cracked. Also, this is the first time that I never got the glass protector on top too. So double fuck me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
sucks.
sucked. I was like, oh, great that this phone case doesn't work. Because I've never like I had cracked the top glass cover in the past, but that was after many times of dropping my old phones. But I had that ultimate fucking tank of a protector. This one,
Not
I
so
mean,
much
what the fuck, OtterBox. Next one is just like fucking hosts at the restaurant being stupid.
again.
Because
Go
like
back to that.
yeah, like okay, so the host, we've got two registers. One is behind the bar, one's in the to-go station. The host controlled the to-goes. And all the time, and I feel like this just seems to happen on the nights that I'm there managing. They fuck up that cash. I don't know if they're given wrong change or they're just stupid. But like it was $60 in it the other day, and out of nowhere it was down to like 34 of them just fucking up giving people change. Like, it's change. Take what they give you, minus the amount they're supposed to pay, and hand them that money. It's not a difficult fucking process here. Not to mention, when you fucking type what they give you into the screen, the goddamn computer tells you how much you're supposed to give them back. So I'm sitting there at night for 20 minutes longer than I should be, going through all of the slips for the fucking day, trying to find out if something was paid out as cash that wasn't supposed to, and just it doesn't add up at the end. And the only explanation is, oh, the hosts are fucking stupid. God damn.
I mean, do you think you could have been at all like just not counting right?
No, because I went through it multiple times. And here's the worst thing about here's the worst thing about this day is they had 2 cash transactions for the to-go station, and I did one of them, and the other one was an off-duty employee came in and paid, so her total was like $6 with her discount, and even if they just cashed that out and she didn't pay, it still would have been $5 off. What the fuck, people? And I know I did mine correctly because I'm an idiot, but I'm not a moron. But yeah, that. And then my last one is just rodeo traffic. That really sucked when I went to Tim McGraw.
Yeah, I told you, get on the fucking rail, ride the like light rail, and then get out of the rodeo traffic, and then you Uber to wherever you were.
Yeah, well, first of all, going in, because I finished this podcast at like 6 and then immediately drove downtown. So you guys
went
know
like
what
an
that
hour
traffic was
after
like.
Emma left, and Emma got there like in time.
Yeah, well, also I didn't know what time the concert started. For some reason in my head, I was just assuming like 7:30. So I was like, if I leave immediately after, I'll get there in time. Nah, the concert was at 9. I didn't realize that. But like, so I left and I'm screaming downtown, stuck in traffic, and I'm texting my buddy like, when are you guys gonna get there? And I was like, it said I was 9 minutes out, and then all of a sudden it updated and goes, you're 30 minutes out. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, what's it looking like for you? And he's like, oh, probably like an hour. And I was like, what the fuck? Because at this point it was already almost like, it was like 6:45. And I was like, well, he's not even going to make the concert, and he's got my tickets. Because I'm an idiot and didn't know. Then I had looked up one of the $20 parking lots. And I get there and immediately there's a sign that's just like, it's full. And people have since told me like, yeah, if you don't get there at 5, like at the latest, those slots are full. Then I'm freaking out because I'm like, I don't know this area well. And I'm just driving in circles trying to find a lot. Thank God I found a $40 parking lot pretty close after that, which also, thank God I decided to stop in on the way. I had $20 on my wallet. I was like, let me just pull out another 40 just in case I need it. Thank God I did, or else I might still be looking for parking right now.
Yeah.
Then we get there, and my buddy had texted me earlier in the day, hey, meet me at the Ford gate 16. Okay, so I'm waiting there for like half an hour. And then he goes, wait. No, go to the north side. Thanks. So I walk, and I have to walk all the way around the street because there is, you know how you can kind of walk right along the stadium? Well, right next to that gate, it has that. But then the other one that cuts behind the stadium right there, that was completely blocked off for some reason. So I had to keep walking around the sidewalk all the way around the outside. I'm about 20 seconds away from the stop where he tells me to go. And I call him. And he was like, wait. No, I'm talking to him on the phone. And he's like, wait, no, go back to where you were. And I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? And he was like, no, my mom told me the wrong thing. I was like, bitch, what are you like? No, your dad told us to meet me here. You tell me on the north side. And he was like, well, my mom said we were on the north side. I was like, you don't have a sense of fucking direction? Like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, I had to walk all the way back around. I was like, Jesus, shout out Tyler Thomason. Appreciate that, buddy. I'm going to get back at you at your wedding next weekend. I'm going to fuck with him somehow.
The free rodeo tickets? They give you free rodeo tickets?
Yeah. No. I was very thankful to his dad. I'm mad at him.
Thanks for the tickets, but also fuck you.
Also, I'm a little mad at his mom. And his mom had previously asked me, the only thing is don't bring booze to the ceremony. She's like, yeah, the priest is like very old school and strict about this stuff. I'm not gonna be a groomsman and not have a flask of whiskey. What kind of a bad friend would I be? Now I'm definitely bringing booze for making me walk around the stadium.
Yeah, no, that's a good retaliation.
And yeah, I mean, whatever, Janet. And then when I left, of course, leaving traffic is bad. And it tells me, it's like, oh, just shoot down the side street because I'm following Google Maps to get out of there. And yeah, that side street was just a shit show. Like if I had just stayed on the main street and then jumped left, and it would have been fine. No, so like just also side Ricochet shot at Google Maps. Fuck you. Learn your shit. Rodeo Houston's been going on long enough. You would think they would have updates on rodeo traffic that, hey, no matter where you go, it's gonna be a piece of shit. We're not gonna tell you if you take a left down the street, it's 2 minutes when it's 25. Fucking assholes. But yeah, that's all I got. All those 9 things.
Bobby, what about you? What's your not cool?
It was baseball. We already know that.
Oh, fuck. Well, yeah, I guess that was quick. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was just 35 minutes that Pat was ranting, but
what I do, baby.
Yeah, true. Let's move on to our answers segment. If there's any questions you'd like to ask the guys, hit us up at Pass Great Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. If it's a high thought, something you thought of while drunk, maybe it's something you've seen all online already, but you want our opinions on them, hit us up at Pass the Great Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email them to us, answers@passthegreatpod.com. But we do check Twitter way more often, so that's the best way to reach out to us. At Pass Great Pod, hashtag PTG Answers. It's brought to you by Little M Shop, littleemshop.com. They now have personalized custom keychains. I have one that I was given from Little M Shop. It says the Gravy King on it. You can choose from 3 different keychain colors and designs. Add any word or phrase up to 10 characters. Maybe personalize your keychain with your name. Maybe create one that says Gravy Gang. Personalized keychains go for $9 a pop. So add on an air freshener for just about $3 or a sticker, and you can unlock free shipping. You get free shipping on $10 orders or more. And also don't forget to make sure you use that promo code PTG69 at checkout. You're gonna get 10% off your order at littleemshop.com, littleemshop.com. If you get anything from littleemshop.com, make sure to tag us and them on Twitter and Instagram. We are at Pass Great Pod. They're at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little M Shop on Instagram. littleemshop.com, promo code PTG69 for 10% off your order. littleemshop.com, the official sponsor of the Answers segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, our first answers question this week comes from our buddy Skylar Lester.
Oh my God, it's Skylar!
At OMG at Skylar on Twitter. Our podcast son says, if you're playing a game on easy mode, are the monsters and bad guys playing you on hard mode?
I would honestly put it past hard mode. It's like suicide mode.
Yeah, it's like it's called sliders on like Madden and stuff like that. But that's just basically like when you make it easy, it just increases their sliders to like difficulty.
I mean, you ever played Halo on easy, like the campaign? You can literally just
Yeah.
run through and punch people to death without even having to fire a fucking bullet.
Yeah, that's tight.
You just
That's what you-
like you're
yeah,
just
do that on-
shredding through people.
If you play FIFA, you have to start at like super easy rookie mode or whatever it's called. And you're like, all right. And then like you finally start getting better, and then you just get your ass kicked when you up the level, and then you're just like, no, we're just gonna go back down. But then you're like, I can win 10-0 in every game. This is awesome. And then you up it a difficulty setting. You're like, no, I'm not that good. Never mind.
Yeah, that's like in NHL when I play, I'm like, oh sweet, I'm scoring 7 goals a game. Time to up it. And you're like, oh sweet, now I'm getting a point every 5 games. I feel like there should have been a step in between that somewhere.
Yeah, it's not though. But difficulty settings, I would say that means that the monsters are definitely playing you on hard at that point. The easier it is for you, the harder it is for them. So yeah,
It makes
just
you the monster.
Reversing, yeah, you are the monster at that point. But yeah, just reverse whatever you're doing. That is what you're doing to their difficulty setting. All right, next question from our buddy Josh Tree Cottle at Joshua Tree 713. He says, do mermaids give birth or do they lay eggs?
They give birth.
Okay. Next question is from where and how? Explain.
Just the tail splits open. Yeah.
I mean, they still have belly buttons. That's where normal babies come from.
I didn't think
You're
about
right.
that. I mean, the umbilical cord, yes, that's where it comes from.
No.
I
they all come out
agreed
of your-
before
that's
I
what
was like, wait,
the
what
belly
did you just
buttons
say?
come out. They come out of the belly button.
I mean, that actually probably would be it. The baby would come out of their belly button.
The whole mermaid thing throws me like, how do they poop? I don't understand any of that.
They poop out the bottom of their tail.
At the bottom of the tail.
Yeah.
That's, I think, how they would give birth, but that's like a lot further for it to travel.
I mean, it's not the travel; it's the size of the
Just-
hole. But as we know,
You know what?
from
I'm with Robert. Just
human
like
experience-
just like a human baby, mermaids give birth through their belly button.
Yeah.
The baby comes out the belly button canal, and boom, it's a baby mermaid.
There you go.
Problem solved.
Open and shut.
Hit us up
It's
for
a bit-
any more mermaid questions.
Is a mermaid baby called a merby?
A mermaid,
How would it be?
baby mermaid.
Okay. Mermaid.
I don't know. Fucking know. Raimundo Benavides at Kmundo B on Twitter says, "Oh, this is a good one."
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Is water a boomerang? After you drink it, you either pee it out or sweat it out. You can also throw it up. I think, like, yeah, absolutely.
You don't throw water.
You can throw it up.
That would be the second part. You have to throw the boomerang to initiate the boomerang sequence.
You can throw back some water, bro. Throw
Nope.
back some water. If you're not feeling great, you throw it up. That's a throw and a throw. Boom.
Nope. No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Absolutely.
Nope.
No.
I think
Nope.
you guys are just mad that people are figuring
No,
out that
I'm-
everything's really a boomerang, and you guys
No,
just
I am
refuse
more-
to get with the fucking times.
I am more than happy to rule on whether things are boomerangs if you throw them.
You throw it back.
No, you don't. And by the way, that's just pouring. That's not throwing.
Oh, really? Was not you never heard anybody talk about throwing back a couple drinks?
It's hard to throw anything that's in a liquid state because you can't grab it. You can splash people with
Now
water.
that
That's
is-
not throwing.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
A
It's splashing.
splash is really just like a water throw. If you think
No.
about it.
To throw something, you need control of it, and you're not controlling the water when you splash it. You're just hitting it, which is kind of problematic because
You guys, I mean, y'all aren't gonna agree with me, but Raimundo is correct.
He's not.
Absolutely.
It's been ruled
Water
on.
water is a boomerang.
It's not.
And don't listen to them. I understand that I may be outvoted right now, but just know that you and I see it. And, sometimes the greatest minds are misunderstood initially.
So you're outvoted and refuse to believe the results?
Absolutely.
Kind of reminds me of some people.
I'm right. You're wrong. Disavow. This is crazy.
Get the biggest boomerangs.
I won. We have the most boomerangs. Water is totally a boomerang. Everybody loves water. I love water. Nobody loves what? Pat and Robert, they hate water. Hate water. Want it gone.
Me and my friend Q, we love water. Nobody loves water more than us.
Nobody loves it. All right. Look, in January, let's go and start a water coalition. We're going to storm the water people, and we're going to tell everybody, look, water is a boomerang. All right. Water is a boomerang. We're going to be respectful, and we're just going to have a peaceful assembly.
Me and JFK Jr., all we drink is water and Diet Coke, but there's water in that.
Diet Coke.
What's the fucking next one?
Oh shit. Okay. Zach Woodruff at Surf the Void on Twitter, and the Surf the Void is spelled with a 1 as the I on Void. Zach says, are keyboards and typewriters just word pianos?
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly what they are.
Especially a typewriter. You're making music with it. Ding.
Y'all don't watch Marvelous Miss Maisel. I know that neither of you guys do, but
I watch it.
Fuck you do. You're right.
I think Robert got offended by that.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you
No.
assume I'm not watching this?
Well,
thing?
but like, I was
Look at
watching
me.
the most
Look
recent
at me.
episode. I was watching the most
I
recent
watch it.
episode, and there was a lady on the typewriter. It's just like the cool sound. It's like, that's the coolest fucking sound ever.
I had to use one once when my family computer went down and I had to write a paper for the next day.
Before we had Robert, we used to have Jessica on the podcast, and Robert transcribes everything in Braille, so he goes back and does it post. But Robert is probably not going to sleep for, is it like 48 hours after the podcast, because you're up transcribing it into Latin, into Hebrew, into Spanish, into just Braille.
Atlantean.
All of them. Several different languages. Hit up Robert at Robert Barbosa03 if you'd like any of the transcribed versions of each podcast. So we have a lot of readers. We do have a lot of readers, and really a podcast is just a verbal book if you think about it. But yeah, we used to have Jessica, and she would do it on a typewriter. And Jessica was kind of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. She missed things a lot. She was bad about putting out the publication. Like, I can't tell you one person that ever got the copy of the transcriptions that we did.
You could cut that to make that very
Jessica.
problematic. You just said she was bad at putting out.
Not like that. Just putting out the transcriptions of the podcast. But obviously we replaced her. We got Robert. Robert's way better. So
Robert
we
puts
did have
out
somebody
well.
with a typewriter. But yeah, typewriters, specifically with typewriters and keyboards, are definitely word pianos.
Fuck yeah.
Great question.
Great question.
Brandon Davis at A Stream of Cream on Twitter says, good or bad idea? Since I work out in the field, I have decided to start reviewing public bathrooms for my daily bathroom usage on Yelp. I will be the public bathroom reviewer of H-Town 5 days a week.
Great idea.
Great idea. It's a good idea. I think, though, you're using Yelp. You need to make this your own. You either got to start doing YouTube reviews, like make your own YouTube channel, like get you that clout, bro. Go off, king. Be like the king of the throne, like whatever it is.
Start your own app. Call it Shelp.
Yeah, or just do your own app. Like Yelp, cool start. But I think you got to work on start a notes app in your phone and just start rating them, and then eventually you can develop an app, put out all the ratings you have. But I think that's a great app idea. Anybody that goes and you know what? I know that Pat said it was a 10-star. This is really only a 6.5 star for me. There's some shit on the floor that was really gross. Other than that, it was clean.
I'm just trying to think of good names for the app. I think Shelp is a solid start, but I want poo in there somewhere.
No, it's shitter, but it's SHITTR.
That's it. It's definitely shitter. That's definitely it.
You know what? I'm not even gonna verbal trademark that. That's yours. That's yours, Brandon. All right, you got that, buddy. Go off, King. Go off. That's really, I mean, that is beneficial. Like, how awesome would it be to be like, oh, you know what? I hear this McDonald's has a really shitty restroom, so I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go to Burger King. I think you would change people's like habits.
I love Taco Bell, but if I'm gonna get diarrhea,
I'm going Chick-fil-A. Oh, Pat froze.
no, I didn't. I just laughed.
Oh, okay. You're like, I'm gonna get diarrhea, and you just stopped. I was like, what happened? Okay. Idea. I think you should definitely go with that, and let us know if you develop anything, and we will definitely promote it. Our final.
I can help build a brand of shitter.
Pat would probably be like one of your best people. Pat does shit a lot. Don't you already have an app that monitors when you shit, like you and your friends? Like it's like a game.
Yeah, it was the poop app, but everyone just kind of stopped when I was kicking their asses. I still have it on my phone though. It's called Poop Map.
Poop Map.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then all of them just decided to be bitches.
I think shitter,
Stop pooping.
SHITTR, or pooper, POOPR, would be probably pooper is probably a better marketing tool. POOPR.
Yeah, probably pooper. Yeah, just because people get weird about the word shit. I think shitter looks better, but pooper more brandable.
And then hear me out. The logo, it's the P and then the infinity logo, like infinity symbol, then PR.
Bro,
Tell me that's not an app right there.
that's
Boom.
fucking brilliant. That's fucking brilliant, dude. That's a great. That's our next shirt. That's our next shirt.
Nobody's gonna buy that shirt. You know that, right?
Are you? Oh, I think you are very underestimating the Gravy Gang.
But where do you wear that to? What is
Everywhere.
pooper? It's yeah, actually you could just say it's a startup I'm part of. I'm a part of a startup.
It's a fake app.
No, people would buy it. People would buy it. But just do like one of those like the Gravy Gambles thing where it's just like on the top right. It's just like a pocket tee basically. It's just pooper. And people are like, oh, what? We could make it a collared shirt. Make it like a collared shirt so people think
you can
it's
tell
like
people
from a
what is
company.
It's Yelp for bathrooms.
But tell that to anybody, and they were like most people. I feel like would be like, "Fuck, that's actually not a bad idea."
Right? Here's the thing: if we make the shirt, we might actually have to make the app.
Well, we're giving Brandon rights to that. He has to develop it. We'll give Brandon 2 weeks rights, and then we're gonna start developing it. I say,
yeah. No, I know you guys aren't gonna do it, but I might have to just go online and order my own pooper shirt because I fucking love that idea.
It's a good idea.
You bribe your friends, you're like, oh,
Brandon,
I think your house is gonna get a bad rating if you don't have.
I think you're a
nice
fucking
amenities for
genius,
me.
Brandon. You're a fucking genius.
We really should start our own marketing company. We have fucking great.
We have
ideas.
Gravy Tech is going to take over the world eventually. Just give us time. All right. Last answers question from you guys for the week from my buddy Mike Fish at Mr. Mike Fish. I do the Clear Big Blue podcast with him every Tuesday. Check that out wherever you listen to the podcast. But Mike says, if a rapper released an album for children, would it be called 1877 Bars for Kids?
Elementary school dropout.
We love you, Mike. But if you don't know the Cars for Kids jingle, 1877 Cars for Kids.
Everybody knows that.
Right, but not everybody was thinking of that initially. I don't think that Bars for Kids would necessarily. It also seems like, like you could think you're trying to get kids to drink. Probably not the best number.
I like, maybe Elementary School Dropout. I'm trying to think of other famous albums to make them for kids. The only one that's popping in my mind is The Chronic, and I don't know how to change that into a kid's album. Like maybe if it's for kids with cancer, you could call it The Chronically Ill.
You could call it that. That would work.
I don't know any other album names.
Notorious KID.
But that's a rapper name. I don't know if he had an album called that too.
Bars, 1877 bars for kids. Okay. That could be
I like Elementary School Dropout.
that could be the phone number, maybe.
That's what it could. Yeah,
That'd be the phone number. Probably not the
that would definitely be the phone number on the infomercial. Trying to sell
Mike
us.
Jones and Jenny are the only people that can really go with phone numbers as like albums or songs.
Hold on,
And then
we're gonna find a good name for this.
One.
All-time best rap albums.
Jackson 5.
We're gonna get a winner here.
Wait,
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill because of the bad public school system. That's it.
Yep. No, it'd be the Derek Zoolander School for Rapper Kids that can't rap good but want to learn how to rap better.
The Blueprint to Get into College.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be a solid number. 1877 bars for kids would be the number to call if you wanted to like
Get lunch or die trying.
Like order the out. Yeah, get lunch or die trying. Yep. Get all A's or die trying. Stay in school or die trying. That's my motto, kids.
That just sounds like you're preparing for a school shooting.
No,
that's not
you would be
good.
staying in school.
Riding dirty to third period.
I don't know if we're gonna find an answer to this one, honestly.
I like the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill because of the bad public school system.
I like the Derek Zoolander album for kids that can't rap good but want to learn how to rap better.
I mean, I also like the Chronically Ill.
The Chronically Ill, but it's very specific. It's very specific. That's it, guys. We're done. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. We'll tweet you if we can think of more. We're working on it though. We appreciate
you guys
everybody.
You guys give us your answers because I think we're not exactly the biggest, most up to date hip hop guys. So we're not. Like I said, I had to Google fucking albums.
At Pass the Great Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Hit us up. Hashtag PTG Answers if you'd like to weigh in with an answer to this question. I'm at Alex J. Milton. Pat's at Not Pat Dan. Robert's at Robert Barbosa 03. Please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to podcasts. You can roast us in the comments on it. Just give us the 5-star review. Helps us show up higher on the search. We really appreciate that. Robert, you have a podcast with your wonderful girlfriend, Sam. A recent study suggests, and rumor has it, you may or may not be the better driver out of the two of you guys, according to a recent survey. But recent study suggests at Recent Study Pod or on Twitter and Instagram. You get new episodes every Monday. Give that a listen. And what, Pat?
Puppy style. Come on! It's like doggy style, but puppies.
No.
Fuck you.
No.
Fuck you. That's a good one.
He was so proud of it too. He was so proud. I have another podcast. It's Claret and Big Blue podcast. I do that every Tuesday with Mike Fish, who just asked that question, and you can listen to that wherever you listen to podcasts. And then, again, share us with a friend. And you guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys spending part of every week listening to us. Y'all are the best. No gang like our Gravy Gang. April 16th. Southern Star Brewing Company, Darling Like a Marlin 2, Electric Boogaloo beer release. And we have a live podcast. We have a Ramones cover band. And then also this coming Friday, the 11th, 3/11, I will be racing at Camels. See if me and my buddy Donald J. Hump can go for the three-peat. Never been done before. Can I make history? I don't know. Come out to Sam Houston Race Park. Hit me up on Twitter at Alex J. Milton if you got any more questions about that. But you guys have a great rest of your week. Be good to one another. And until we talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah. Bitches!